When Julio is here, he lights up the chat with his presence.
Mally don't need pants for the victory dance. Cos Mally's better than Weasel, Mally X10 big star of cartoons.
It is finally here. It is indeed finally here, guys. We're ready to go, aren't we? We're ready to go.
Good morning.
Let's do this. Well, it's good. It's good afternoon, mate.
Good afternoon. Where to start off, I suppose.
All right, guys. How's it going? Well, here we are. Finally here. The first podcast episode, pilot episode, is it? I would say.
Yeah, first one.
First one.
First pilot.
The first pilot of the year. hoping to do more episodes, but not like every week. Not like every week, because we'd be like, we'll be worn out by that time.
It's gonna be just one of them things where it's gonna be probably every other week, or depending, like maybe it could be a once a month thing. It just depends how.
Well, yeah.
How we get on, really.
Like it all depends on like what idea what we can come up with, and what and like our schedules as well as and stuff like that, and who we can try and like nab and get in on the podcast and stuff like that. But we are here. We're very excited to do it. So yeah, how are you feeling today? Are you feeling good?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. I'm not too bad. Just had a massive breakfast down at the pub. So quite,
I am absolutely jealous of that. I am jealous that you went down that and got yourself a big massive breakfast to start the day really well.
Mate,
I can't believe you did
that. I was fuming. I was sat there waiting like half an hour. They didn't even bring me coffee out. And I was like, oh, come on, Jesus. And then when I started eating, I was sweating.
Absolute unit.
It was like 4 sausages on it. What was it? 4 sausages, 4 bacon.
Mate.
It was massive.
Oh, you make me. I've only had toast. And you make me hungry again. Make me hungry again now. Oh.
Should have got settled, mate. Have a big breakfast before you start.
Oh.
You know, for next time anyway.
Well, yeah. I'll know for next time to make 4 sausages, a big batch of baked beans, and some toast, and some like a whole pack of bacon and stuff.
It was kind of.
I'll remember that next time. I hope it was nice though.
Julio and Demon and Mally, how are you, mate? You good? Everybody good today?
Hello, guys. I hope you can. I hope you can hear as well, because we did do this like I think it was like a couple of weeks ago that we tried this out. We basically had like VOD Ninja to put our like cameras up on in our designated areas, as well as like using Discord voice chat, because I didn't really like the voice chat on VOD Ninja, because it kept on like echoing my mic. And I think it was because I was hearing double in my ears, so we had to bun that off and just kind of like go with the Discord server kind of thing.
I think Discord's got probably better.
Could be a lot louder. Be a lot louder. Yeah.
Sound could be a bit louder to match Chris.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hold on, we'll see about that.
Hello, Sharon. Morning.
Afternoon, mate.
Do I need to put my mouth to the microphone a little bit?
Just like I always do. I need to, because I'm used to having a stand and a microphone and on my desk. I'm having to like turn all my like. There's Razor. All right there, mate. How's it going? Good afternoon to you. But yeah, like I'm used to having my mic on my desk, where all my other crap is now. I've got loads of like my wallet and stuff like that. I've got loads of rubbish on here, like some of my sunglasses.
Let's try swallowing the mic.
I got my sunglasses here because it is a beautiful day today.
It is nice. Yeah.
It is very nice. It started off
crap. Stand then. Your microphone.
Yeah.
Stand?
Yeah. It used to be on a stand in front of me, in front like I've got my keyboard like here.
Yeah.
I'd have my mic stand there, and I'd have to turn all my like mic sounds up, and basically, like you could hear me perfectly clear when my mic was there with all my mic settings up. Now that I've got this, I'm having to like adjust more mic settings now because it's so close to my face.
Is that a new cantilever, an old one?
What's that?
The cantilever, the arm.
The arm. No, it's old. It's still
it's good quality.
It's like rickety. Because I couldn't find the it was because I couldn't find the mount for the arm.
Okay, yeah.
Because I was looking everywhere for the mount, and I was rummaging through some stuff the one day, and I was like, okay, I've got to clear all this out. I open it up, and the mount to the arm is there, right in my face. I was like, oh, there it is. I can put it on the desk now. I can do that now.
It is better. It's better to have a cantilever because you've got more movement on it as well, and obviously,
like, I could just do that. Like, if I wanted to,
I was bang mine all the time, but not mine out.
I could just leave it like that in the mom, and it's there. But it's obstructing my screen, so I'm having to put it like here or something like that. So you can just see it like here. No, so you can see it. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, I need to.
How are you this evening?
Sometimes. Good evening. Did you watch? Have you watched
Good
any
evening.
Summer Game Fest? Did you watch any on? What day are we on? Saturday.
We are on Saturday. What was that?
So the Summer Game Fest. It's like it's going to be a few days of showcasing games.
Yeah.
So Summer Game Fest had like. There was an interesting game on. I don't know if it's from the developers of Dead Space, and it's called something Protocol, and it's like a like a space horror game. So that'd be probably right up your street.
Yeah, I have heard a bit of it. I've only heard like little whispers about it, but I want to know more about it. To be fair, because I would like to see like images and like videos and stuff like that, but of the Summer Gaming Fest. And
that game probably be right up your street. To be honest, it was a good game.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out. It does sound right up my alley because as we might all know, Dead Space is coming back with a remaster. Next year. I believe it's next year. I'm very, very excited about it because the thing was if it was released this year, I would be streaming that for my year affiliate.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
Considering it's next year, we're having to wait for it yet next year. I'm having to wait so long and having to play the old version of it on my PC, which I don't mind doing. I don't mind.
Yeah, Mal, it is supposed to be. It is a little bit like Dead Space. It's called the Callisto Protocol. Amazing, mate. Like really good.
I was just looking.
Like I said, I don't know if it's the same.
I was
company
just looking. Yeah. I was just looking on YouTube moments before we went live, and it said something about that. I didn't have the time to look at it, but I will. But now that you've said that, I will look. I will.
Definitely
have a look.
Give it a go, mate.
I will definitely have a look at it when
one of their games that
yeah.
As soon as I saw it, I thought, "Oh, this is Chaz's game straight away."
Yeah, like
there wasn't
100%.
many games that stood out to me
when
I was watching that, and I started watching a bit of the IGN Summerfest as well. Game Fest, and IGN stuff yesterday was just terrible, to be honest. It wasn't even that good.
Well,
they haven't showcased any really good games at the minute, apart from the Callisto Protocol and another one, which was like, I think it had Unreal Engine 5, and you're just walking like down this escalator, and it looks so real. And there's like this robot, and then you made a noise, and all of a sudden you turn around, and it's there, and it kills you. It's some really good games coming out, but not as many showcased on that.
What was it called again? What was it called?
The Callisto. I think if I'm saying this right, the Callisto Protocol. So Callisto. That's T-O. So.
The Callisto Protocol. Let's have a look.
Yeah.
It is very Dead Space. It is very,
Yeah,
very
mate,
Dead Space.
It looks really,
It's
really good.
yeah, Summer Game Fest 2022. Yeah, I'm just having a look at some of the stuff on here now, like protagonist.
I don't know when it's coming out though. I'm not quite sure, but it does look good.
It does look very cool. It looks really, really cool.
I think they've delayed God of War Ragnarok as well. I think they've delayed that. I'm sure they have. I was reading somewhere this morning that they might have delayed it again.
All right.
So, that's fine though. Yeah, I mean at least they get the game done correctly.
Yeah. Well, exactly.
I
Like you
don't
get what
like
you get.
I don't like a rush game.
Yeah. Well, you don't want. Well, developers don't want to rush their games, do they? They want to make sure that everything is all like together and everything working properly. Can't say.
That's
well,
the problem with some of these AAA titles. They do rush them.
Well, could you say the same for Cyberpunk 2077? Could you say the same for that?
Yeah.
There were so many problems with that, with the game on release. It was unreal.
Did you see it on the PS4 consoles? It was terrible.
Oh god, yeah. I think Dowdy
It was like PS2 version. It was ridiculous.
I believe Dowdy got Cyberpunk 2077 and only said like a lot of the flaws in the game when released.
I did on mine, didn't I, for PS? Was it PS? I can't remember. PS4.
Oh yeah, Pookie the Great says it's the same creator as Dead Space, Glenn Schofield. It's out December 2nd. This year, December 2nd. Or
yeah, it probably will
late,
be. Yeah,
possibly
2023.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does look like Dead Space, but obviously, well, you can tell it's that Dead Space type of game.
Oh, definitely. I literally from the like thumbnail that I'm looking on YouTube and I'm seeing the thumbnail. It looks like proper like Dead Space point of view. Definitely Dead Space point of view. They've basically. I'm hearing an ice cream van outside.
I'll just stay then when you see ice cream.
Outside.
I'm getting ice cream. Get me cider always. I love a cider always.
A screwball.
Yeah. Bubbly's right cold at the bottom.
Oh yeah, 100% definitely.
I like there used to be an ice cream van that came around our end, and it was they used to be a quid special to call it, and it was an ice cream, but then they used to put like sweets in it, you know, like them strawberry sweets and stuff, and when you chewed them, it was really cold, mate.
Oh yeah, like 100%. I do want to point out. I saw Pookie just write in chat there. He was playing Devour on. I watched Pookie play Devour on Thursday, and I think it was Thursday. I think it was Thursday, and it has been out for a while, and I feel like it's a co-op game that we could possibly sink our teeth into. I know you don't do well. I know you don't do well with horror. I know you don't do well with horror games, and that has been evident.
I don't mind watching horrors, but playing games it's totally different because I'm more involved and I get a bit like, and then somebody will come in chat and start putting like screams on and that,
like
and gunshots.
Yes.
Make it even worse.
Yes, you naughty people, whoever you are.
Yeah, I wonder who that is.
I wonder indeed.
Yeah,
but
I've always wanted to play Alien Isolation. Apparently, that's really good.
It's very good. Alien Isolation is very, very good.
Is it true that if you do it, if you do it like one way, apparently the alien changes, so the AI changes altogether? I'm not quite sure. The mate said one way, you'll not be able to.
Nitro number 9 raided my stream with 9 viewers.
Got a raid.
Hello.
Nitro.
That's Nitro.
How's it going, mate? How's it going, man? Let me give you a quick shout out because I know that Oh, there you go. Oh, thank you, Mally. I'm too slow on the uptake. There you go. At least everything's working.
Body armor there.
The alert was loud. Yeah, I'll turn it down.
Ha ha ha!
What alert was it? Have you put
You were right, Shane.
Oh, it was the
You were definitely
Razor
right
alert.
on that.
Oh, okay.
So I'll turn that down. Thank you, Razor.
Thank you for letting me know that I had a little bit of knockback, just enough that I could do stuff like that.
He's a wrestler, man.
Nitro, thank you so much for the raid, mate. I really appreciate
I know,
it.
I just galaxy brain that.
Yeah, welcome,
It's just
Nitro.
like-
Yeah, that was Nitro number 9. If you haven't checked out Nitro number 9, please do. He's a brilliant variety streamer. Plays. He's a good Doom. He's a good Doom player as well. Like speaking of Doom, I want to speak about Doom Eternal, because Nitro's been egging me like constantly to play Doom Eternal, and it is on the list to play on my stream and stuff like that. So it's. Have you played Doom Eternal?
Played Doom
Yeah.
back in the day, but I've never played any of the new ones. But they do look really good. They're like proper
Yeah.
high octane, crazy
Proper.
stuff.
Yeah. They were like, like I got the like original Doom game, like on Doom games on Steam, and I was playing them the one day, and I was literally thinking to myself while playing it, just like they do not make games like these anymore, and it is sad that they don't make games like them anymore, because they were just so they were just very classic, and they're a big part of gaming history.
The thing is, you know what to expect with a Doom game as well. You're not going to be disappointed.
No, definitely not disappointed in it at all, not at all. So,
See, the games that I used to play a lot was like Call of Duty back in the day, but they churn them out each year now, and it just gets beyond a joke, because it's just like they keep churning them out, but people will still pay their money.
oh
He
yeah,
even said that they're going to charge, I don't know if it's $70 or £70, no matter what platform it is. I don't think you can get it on. I don't think you should. Well, yeah, regardless if it's PS4, PS5, or same as Xbox, they're going to charge 70 quid. I think people pay it though, because you get all these top streamers and that are playing
yeah,
it.
definitely.
Crazy, mate. Honestly,
How's it going?
mental.
I see you, Mostly Wolf. How's it going, man? Hope you're doing well. How's everyone doing this afternoon? Love the setup. Thank you. Thank you. It's all down to Jack's amazing work. This is all Jack's amazing work.
Joint effort, I suppose. I think it was a joint effort. Hey, mostly you're good. Yeah,
Like-
joint effort, mate. I think you've done all the logistics as in the VOD Ninja and Discord and
It was something to tinker around with, yes. But like once you kind of like got the gist of like where everything needs to be, you'll know the next time around what to do with it all, and it's just basically like learning how it functions. But I think but I'm just looking at it on the other screen. It looks absolutely
that
fantastic.
looks good, man. Yeah, I
Looks
think that's
absolutely
good.
amazing.
Obviously, where you can see there's a space between underneath where Bearded Joe's
So-
podcast label
Yeah,
is.
so
That's going to be for when we get our guests in.
Yeah,
so
I'm
that
gonna
would be.
I'm gonna see the guest frame. So we've got the guest frame there. So when we have a guest on the podcast, we'll have the guest's webcam in that space, and we'll be able to see them. They'll be able to see us, and we'll like kind of like vibe and chat about different types of things. So different types of gaming.
Have we decided on a setup for when we do the co-op games as well? Or is that going to be the same with the screen there? Or
yeah, so I will show that. I think I can show it. To be fair, what I'll do is well, I think I can show it right. I think I can show it right. I think I can show it right now. So hold on a sec. Let me do this. Let's read this real quick from Nitro. Call of Duty's multiplayer has suffered with what I call the cookie cutter effect. It's slow paced, low skilled, high lethality, unlike Counter-Strike and Rainbow Six Siege, which would fit the same thing. Call of Duty doesn't have any additional mechanics to promote people to learn the game.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that's 100% on point. I'm not a fan of COD. To be fair, I've never been fascinated by COD or like Rainbow Six or anything like that, but I can appreciate like the hard work that's gone through those games. Like back in the day when Jack was streaming Call of Duty, I'd see like how they've made it, or like how it functions and stuff like that. And it does look, I can appreciate that side of like things, but it wouldn't be a game that I would play. Like,
I fell in the trap with streaming with COD. So before I started COD, I was streaming Division 2 on PS4, and that's when I first started streaming. Really,
I think I remember you playing that actually.
Yeah, Division 2 and then Tomb Raider and stuff like that. But then I fell into that trap thinking, oh, well, if everybody else is streaming COD, so let me start streaming COD as well. And I did enjoy it in a way. It was good to play, but it wasn't good to stream because you wasn't engaging as much. So that's when I made a decision. Look, I'm not playing streaming COD anymore now. I want to go back to where I started and stream games I enjoy streaming. And now because we've got the retro stuff as well, I'm enjoying streaming games that I used to play years ago as well, which is even good. You know what I mean? Because when you play them games, you're in your bedroom on yourself or with a mate, now you get to share this experience with other people as well. And it brings back memories of games as well, even though my memory's shot to shit, to be honest. Because I can't remember half the game. I played the game like, I can't remember this. So...
oh, mate. Yeah.
Mate.
Yeah, I completely agree. Like you do have to start off somewhere in terms of like video games or even streaming video games. Otherwise, like you kind of like you kind of get to a point where you want those, like, you want that enjoyment of playing those games that you played when you was a kid or like as a teenager or whatever, and you know it is great to like. I didn't think at this point I'd be having like an original PlayStation in my room to play like the games that I used to play when I was like 14 or 13 or whatever. Like,
PlayStation 1 is proper legit OG console.
Oh, OG, 100%. Same.
Like even the games as well. Even the games, everything about the games, the packaging and everything was so good.
Oh, 100%.
My fond memories with PS1 is a lot, and it was sitting in mates' bedrooms and watching him play or taking turns in playing, like Resi 2 and Metal Gear Solid, everything like that. That's what's good memories about it. I can't remember playing. I can remember playing games on myself, but mostly it was like a friend type of thing. So we used to go out to each other's house and play games. It was good. I mean, memories like that. So that's why I think streaming is good, because it's like you kind of playing these games with a friend or friends, because you're talking to them. I know they're not there physically, but they're there.
Well, yeah, definitely.
Which is good.
Jim the Casual, welcome on in. Welcome on into the stream. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well this fine afternoon or morning or evening, wherever you are in the world. And I always say that. Because you never know with like time zones and stuff like that. Because I know most Wolves Australia. So I'd be like, oh, good morning or good evening. Actually, it's good evening for you, mostly, I believe. But yeah, I 100%. Yeah, I 100% get what you mean by like sort of like streaming and feeling like you're playing the game with someone else and like interacting with others. Like it's a great feeling. Like
it is, honestly, it truly is.
Absolutely fine.
I find myself losing myself. I lose myself in chat sometimes. So I'm playing a game, but then if chat's interesting, I'll lose myself talking to the street or talking to the viewers in chat, and then I'll be, I'll just get back to game, and I'm like, you know what I mean, it is good that I enjoy talking to the viewers. You know what I mean, asking how the days is. It's nice, to be honest. It's really good. Definitely, it's like a 100%. Warm, fuzzy feeling.
It's a great feeling. It definitely is a great feeling. 100%. What even is time when you think about it? Exactly, Wolf. Exactly, definitely. So, but yeah. I can only speak for like my own experience. Like started like streaming. Like when, like a year ago, I would watch. Like I just sat down. I was just basically like sat down the one day, because obviously with like lockdown and stuff like that, you couldn't even bloody leave the house without taking a dump or whatever. And I just basically one day I'd basically just go on Twitch and just watch like streamers play. And then I flick through like Dead Space, because Dead Space is one of my favorite horror games. I love playing that game. Flick through, just typed in Dead Space on like Twitch's search engine, and just basically see one Shirokubody who was playing Dead Space 1, and I just jumped into his stream, jumped in his chat, watching playing it, and that kind of like feeling where you just kind of, you want to get back into it, you want to get back into like streaming. You got a setup here that's doing practically nothing, so why not do something? Why not
exactly?
Why not get back to it?
So what started your first stream first, and so what was your first, like, what did you want to do when you started streaming? So did you have like the stuff to start streaming in a way, or did you want to? First
off, I didn't. First episode, nice. Yes, Jim, it is the first episode, mate. It's definitely the first one. Hi, would you like to see my axe? If people can laugh at me, not able to even open the door right in game. Yeah, exactly. But I didn't have what I streamed on. Like first and foremost to begin with, was a Xbox. Was an Xbox One.
Okay.
And it was like I think I streamed like Minecraft or something like that, or whatever.
Oh, Minecraft! What a game, man! I used to love Minecraft.
I do not care what people say about Minecraft being like a kid's game, or basically like being like just playing with blocks and stuff like that. It's a game where you can be very creative. It's like, I just love it. I do love Minecraft. Like
I created some sick buildings on that, like big tree houses, underground layers, everything. It's so good. You can literally lose time in that game.
I think on my Instagram, I've still got pictures of creations that me and Dowdy made in Minecraft and stuff like that. Because me and Dowdy would whenever we're like in a creative mood or whatever, we'd jump on Minecraft and create all these like we would create either anime like characters or game characters, and basically use any blocks that we could use, and just basically create it. And I think I made a Gengar in there as well. I think, to be
fair. Mate, I've been seeing some of the stuff that people's created on Minecraft. It's took them years. They've done like the Red Keep in Game of Thrones, like every detail, and some stuff.
Oh mate, it's unreal.
It's unreal, mate.
It's unreal. Like there's Minecraft packs where you can go into the world of like sort of Pirates of the Caribbean, or go into Game of Thrones or whatever. Like it's crazy on in how much you could create in one particular game. It is mind-boggling. It is unreal.
So is that when you started then, Xbox
One?
With the Kinect camera as well?
No, I didn't have a camera. I just basically had an Xbox One. I had the game. Like you could basically like broadcast your gameplay to Twitch via like Xbox or even PlayStation. Or like PlayStation have the same as well, with like PlayStation 4 and I think PS3 had it. I don't think PS3 had it. I'm not too entirely sure, but I distinctly remember PlayStation 4 and Xbox One could like broadcast your gameplay through to Twitch in that kind of like sense.
See, mine was PS4, and I think I didn't have a camera at first, and I was struggling to find a camera anywhere, and so I went out and bought like the VR headset.
Yeah.
Just for the camera. Yeah. And I used the VR headset a few times, but then that's when I started literally. But I started on like, I've always had Twitch just to watch channels anyway. I think I started off on YouTube first, but I was editing videos, so I was doing like different videos like that. So I think I was playing them or recording them, and then doing it, but then I thought, you know what, I'm gonna move to Twitch instead.
Was that when Twitch?
I feel like Twitch is a lot better as a platform to stream
was
than
that
YouTube.
Yeah. Was that when YouTube didn't have like YouTube Live? Like you could like broadcast your gameplay live on Twitch with like what? No, it's not Twitch. YouTube, like Twitch can do. Like didn't they? I think
Live was available
at one point?
at the point. I think Live was available. I can't remember if I streamed. I think sometimes I did stream live.
Yeah.
But I think some of my videos was done like via PlayStation. There was like a PlayStation app that you could use. I can't remember what it's called, like Share or something like that. And you could like add your own overlays and stuff.
Yeah.
I think when I first got my PlayStation 5, I did like a live video and put it on there as well.
Jim the Casual's got a question. Jim says, "What got you into streaming in the first place?" This is for both of us. So I'll let you go first with that question. So what got you into streaming in the first place?
I don't know. With streaming for me, it's. I think it was. I've always liked computer games and I've always put videos on. So if I look back on my YouTube videos, I mean, I started uploading videos 9 years ago, and these are like Modern Warfare times. And then, like I say, I started doing videos on Division and stuff like that, and then I wanted to move into streaming. I don't know what it is. I think lockdown was probably a big part of it. I mean, something to take up the time and
definitely,
because if you're a single person, you've got really not many people to interact with.
Yeah.
I had a partner, so I could interact with her, but still after that, you're not seeing anybody, you're not interacting with people. So I wanted to stream just to get into talking to other people with that interaction. And I thought, well, what best way to do it is than play games. I enjoy playing 100%. Games and enjoy talking to people. So I thought, I might as well stream. And I recommend to anybody who's streaming, don't worry about how many viewers you've got.
100%, definitely.
Just enjoy the game you're playing. That's one thing, you got to definitely enjoy the game you're playing. Don't play a game that you think people's going to enjoy. You got to play something that you're going to enjoy, because you can tell that on stream. Like I said, with Call of Duty, you just know straight away.
Oh, exactly.
And 100%. Still, even if nobody's watching, just keep on talking. Just keep on talking, talking about the game, talking whatever. Because people eventually will watch and they'll come in.
Yeah, and 100% agree with you.
Because it can put people off, to be honest. But I've had times where I'm like, I don't really want to do this, but I just soldiered on and thought, you know what, I'm going to carry on doing it. I want to do it.
Yeah, it can kind of like if you're kind of like constantly looking at like your view count or whatever, and you don't feel like you're getting many views as you think you should, or in a way, it can like put a lot of doubt in your mind and like be kind of like, oh, okay, why am I doing this? But in all honesty, like you just said, don't worry about how many people are watching you. Just you're not doing Twitch for that. You're basically you're enjoying the game, and you want to stream for the love of streaming and you enjoy the game so much. There will be people that will drop in, and they will like they will see that you're really enjoying it, and your personality will your kind personality will come in there as well, like being all like happy and friendly and everything like that. It'll all come in time. It is a very long like process.
I definitely think as well, you definitely need to play it. You definitely need to play a game that you are going to enjoy.
Definitely.
Don't play a game that you think everybody else is playing.
100%.
Because it's not gonna work like that. You mean, because you'll be playing a game, and you'll be like, oh, this is shit.
Definitely. Like,
so same question for you then. So what got you into streaming?
I think what got me into streaming was lockdown did play a part of it, and I know that I know this will probably sound with like obviously with COVID-19 and stuff like that, with like of being in lockdown, being indoors and stuff like that. That is what I will thank lockdown and COVID-19 for basically bringing back my love for streaming and playing video games again. And where because there was a period where I stopped doing it because obviously my full-time job and stuff like that, because obviously as we all know, we do have like full-time jobs that we do most that take most of our time, but
jobs.
Yeah, goddamn, take the car jobs. But I think it was I think what first got me streaming was just basically watching other streamers and seeing what they have done with their setup and overlays, and I was like, oh, that looks really cool. I want to learn more about that. I want to dive into it. I want to dive into that kind of like environment. But I'm not going to do it for the wrong reasons. I'm going to do it for the right reasons. I'm going to do it for for myself, because it's something that I really enjoy doing. And I do want to interact more with people and friends, because obviously I've made we've made a lot of great friends along the way in streaming. Like everyone in chat right now, they've been our friend, they've been our friends for months now. And you know what, I couldn't, like, if I don't know what I would do if I didn't have streaming or the friends that we've got right now. I wouldn't know what I would do. I'll probably be, I don't know.
Would be a bum.
Probably be a bum. Probably be a bum, really, you know. No. But yeah,
it does. I think streaming also helps with your mental health a lot.
Oh,
so you might have an absolutely
yeah
crap day at work, but then
exactly.
You come home, you have a bit of streaming and a bit of banter with people and a bit of chat with obviously the viewers and the people that you know, and it makes you feel better in a way. I think it makes you feel better about yourself.
But the thing is, I think it can, mental health can, like obviously, we've all gone through things in our lives that we don't particularly want to go through again, and obviously with streaming helped so much, and playing video games again helped so much with me personally. I believe that was with you as well. I believe. Like sometimes like mental health can cause the same thing, like with streaming as well. I don't know if that makes sense or whatever, but it certainly.
I think all the mental health that bothers me with streaming is when I'm dying on a boss like repeatedly, and I just want to like smash my monitor.
Yeah, like definitely.
How did you come up with your Twitch names? So, go on, Chaz. You've come up with yours.
How I came up with my name, one simple anime series, which is Naruto, and I'm a big fan of Naruto.
Is that you pronounce it Naruto? I always thought it was Naruto.
Well, some people do pronounce it Naruto, but I pronounce it Naruto.
Naruto.
Like this man here.
Naruto.
Oh, don't fall off.
Oh, nearly.
No, it's only Cell. He'll get back up again. This little man right here, like this. With that, it was I watched a lot of Naruto back in the day. I used to collect a lot of the Naruto Unleashed box sets. I collected all of them, and it was like there was a lot of things I learned from watching that, because like with the random name generator. Jim, thank you so much for the follow. As I say, if you are following, then please check out Mr. Sergeant Breakneck, who's above my webcam. His URL is right there. This is bait. So, but thank you so much for the follow, Jim. I really appreciate it, mate. But yeah, it was when I was watching that, it kind of like at the beginning, Naruto goes through like a phase where everybody neglected him. Everybody thought he was like the he was the bad guy or whatever around his village, and he was just basically alone and had no one to look up to, or no one to like put an arm on his shoulder and say everything's going to be okay, apart from one person, which was Iruka Sensei, who basically was the only person that saw Naruto in a different light. And there's things in life, there's parts of things in that series that was a part of that can happen in reality as well, which is with the amount of feelings that each character goes through and stuff. And there was
the shadow clone part, is that from the series itself?
That is definitely not Shadow Clone is a jutsu that Naruto uses. It's the first jutsu that he learns. It's the first jutsu. Well, technically that's not true, because the sexy jutsu is the first one that he's learned. But there is another one where there is a jutsu that Shadow Clone jutsu is an iconic jutsu that he uses very frequently, and it just seemed it just seemed to fit in a way, because you never know how many clones there's many clones of me, which sounds a bit but yeah, like
it's still a good name. I like it.
I like it. If there was a chance that I could change it, I would never change it.
No,
I'll
never
change.
So
my
for
name.
mine, when I first started playing on PlayStation, it was Jack. Was it Jack 1984? Something stupid like that.
Yeah.
And then I don't know where Sergeant Breakneck came from. Honestly, I do not know where Sergeant Breakneck came from. It was just something one day. I was going through the names. I was picking a name. I thought, you know what? I'll use Sergeant Breakneck, and I don't know why. Yeah. And I used it when I used to play Xbox. I used it obviously before PlayStation, but I cannot honestly tell you where Sergeant Breakneck came from. I've never been in the army or anything else. I honestly don't know. When I used to play Metal Gear Solid Online, my character wasn't because you could pick a different name, and that was Johnny Rambo. And nobody else had Johnny Rambo. I loved it. Metal Gear Solid Online was a really good game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I honestly I can't really say where Breakneck came from.
No.
It's just one of them things. I think it just appeared. Kind of epiphany. I don't know. Yeah.
So Jim
I'll never change it.
Yeah. So Jim's asked a question specifically for you. So best Metal Gear Solid game. Go.
So at minute I'm playing Metal Gear Solid 3, and I've never played Metal Gear Solid 3 before, and I've never played the Metal Gear Solid Rising. So at the minute, my best Metal Gear Solid game would be between 1 and 4. Number 1 is always going to be one of my favourite games. No, between 1 and 4. But until I've played them all, I can't really say which is going to be the best game. So Metal Gear Solid 3 at the minute is quite good, but I always think Metal Gear Solid 1 is probably one of my favourite games. Because it was the first one. And it brings back a fond memory of when me and my mate went to buy it. We bought it from the shop. We literally, on a Friday, we completed it that day and took it back Saturday.
Yeah.
It was done.
Nice. It'll be 3, I promise.
Yeah. A lot of people said 3 is the best one.
Yeah, I didn't want to use my Xbox game. Sharon says I didn't want to use my Xbox gamer tag, which is Turtle, because I've debated changing my name. My gamer tag never used to be Shadow Clone Chris, which is an actual fact. It used to be Cool Shadow Chaz.
Oh, that's good.
which at the time was like, it was the only name I could use. So I was like, okay,
it's good job you changed it.
I was like, yeah, that gamer tag name sucks ass. So I was like, oh, okay, yeah. If there's ever a chance I'd change it, I'd definitely change it. So I changed it to Shadow Clone Chris, which is
Cool Shadow Chris.
Oh, yeah, and Cool Shadow Chris as well. I think that's still my Steam account name, I believe. Or is it? Is it? I don't know what. Actually, let me have a look at Steam.
Cool Shadow Chris.
No. So what is it?
Sharon, yours was Turtle, which is Turtle. Is that your Xbox one? Just Turtle.
What is it?
Old shower Chad.
There.
And I'm working on getting mine sorted out. Yeah, Demon, get them old Metal Gears.
What
We
is
was
it?
talking about Metal Gear. Me and Demon was talking about Metal Gears the other day,
Yeah.
and the way they have brought them games out are so like it back to front.
Yeah.
The NES games are like the most recent ones.
Oh,
It's so weird.
Oh yeah. Okay. Shadow Chaz Chris was my was my profile name on Steam.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, maybe not. I'll change it to my actual like Twitch name, to be fair. So yeah, Shadow Chaz Chris was the was my Steam account name till I changed
I
it.
do like some of the people's names though. I mean, when you see some of the streamers and their names, and I always think, where the
Oh mate,
bring up
that's
them names?
funny. That is funny. Yeah, it is definitely 100% funny. I every time I come across like a name on Dead by Daylight or something like that, I can't help but laugh. It's like, that is genius. I wish I thought of that. I wish I thought of that on for like a temporary name.
Names. I always interested in how like they got their names.
Yeah. Oh dear me. Names are hard. Yeah, they're definitely. My gamer tag used to be. Julio says my gamer tag used to be named after Giorgio from the Fast Show. It's like the Fast Show is a very good show. It's a very good show.
I can't really remember the Fast Show that much. I can remember little bits in it.
I know that's Harry Enfield and Chums.
Have you even
When they
sent
do
along a
that.
picture of Metal Gear as well as Snake's Revenge? Yeah, I've seen them, Demon. Yeah, old NES games.
Old NES, yeah,
Mine was-
definitely. Yeah.
Man was a bitch to come up with. I bet it was really hard to pick your name, Jim.
Yeah,
bet it
like
was
it is hard. It is
think
hard to
about
come up with
creators.
names. It is hard to come up with names for like your gamer tag and stuff like that, because sometimes either you could change it, like you couldn't change them. You couldn't change them back then because it was like whatever you had is what you had, and like when you go back to like PlayStation 3 days or like PlayStation 3 or Xbox 360 days, where you'd have like on Xbox 360 you would have to pay to change your gamer tag. You would have to pay for it out of your own pocket as well.
I think you do that on PS now as well. So I think you used to get one change free, and then you had to pay payment.
It was unreal. It's unreal that you have to pay out of your own pocket to change your gamer tag. It's ridiculous.
See, I think mine, obviously the Sergeant bit was obviously because I used to play COD.
Yeah.
I used to have the Xbox like back in the day, like Modern Warfare 2 and obviously Call of Duty 1. And I think that's where it came from. I just think Sergeant because it was army related, and that was basically it. But I don't know, obviously I can't think where I got the breakneck from. It's just weird, but I like it. I kind of like it.
Maybe you just wanted to snap some necks in COD or whatever.
Probably. Breakneck.
Look out for the Sergeant because he'll break your neck.
Yeah. It's good, mate.
Yeah. Like we have got questions of our own that we've come up with, and I've only come up with 5. Jack's probably come up with a book full of them.
Have you got the list?
I've got the list up on the screen. Yeah, I've got the list up on the screen here. But yeah, as on in chat, the Bearded Duo Gamers Discord server is right there. If you would like to join, if you have Discord and you'd like to know more about our schedules, like of our stream schedules and stuff like that, it'll be on the Discord server. So if you want like, it's optional whether you want to or not. It's entirely up to you. It is there to like there's so many amazing people in the Discord server. It's like we talk to everyone really.
When's your Silent Hill coming out? No, Silent Hill 2.
Oh yes, I did want to talk about that, but first of all, your pickups. I want to know about your pickups because I know you've had some pickups on PlayStation for the PlayStation 2. I know you've picked some games up. Yeah, you like your PlayStation 2 games.
The recent one would have been I think it's some of the Lord of the Rings game. That's probably the recent ones that I picked up. And then the other day would have been Kane and Lynch games. So I've never played these games, but I've always wanted to try them, so I picked them two up.
Yeah.
Kane and Lynch them. See, they look too bad, to be honest. They look okay, like good games, so I thought I'd pick them up. But apart from that, I'm trying not to spend any more money on buying games because
and like
it's an addiction.
Like I'm getting off. I got offered 2 times for a PlayStation 2, and
Oh yeah.
one of them was £58, which
Okay.
had about 5. I think it had about 4 games with it or something like that, and all the like for a fat silver PlayStation 2, fat silver one, because I want it, because I know color coordinating is like either here or there, but like I've got like if I've got like a gray like PlayStation, I want a silver PlayStation 2 to go next to it.
Yeah.
Like if you had like I know they didn't make colorful PlayStation 1s, like I'm sure they didn't make any
No,
colorful ones.
I'm sure they did a. Oh no, not the PlayStation 1, but it was the PS3s.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
slim ones that
PS3s.
did a pink. Yeah,
Oh,
they did a pink. No, it's
PS2
PS2 actually. Did they do
PS2s
like
and
a pink
PS3s,
one,
yes.
a silver one,
Yeah.
blue one, and stuff like that? Yeah. I can remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
100%.
the one of the other games as well, because I'm into Metal Gears, obviously. There's a developer who did this game as well, which is Zone of Enders.
Yeah.
Which is a really good game. Well, it's my cup of tea anyway, but it might not be everybody else's. But
Yeah.
it is really good. And you fly in this like machine
Yeah.
and destroy like the robots, and you're supposed to be heading to Mars and stuff. And they did a second one as well, which I'm still trying to get my hands on.
Yeah.
But I want to try and get it as cheap as possible.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. I see
But
you,
yeah,
flagship.
Are you?
I see you, flagshipson. I see you in there. Welcome in, mate. How you doing? Before
Make
you
sure
buy
it's
any
lit.
old consoles, make sure you have some way to play it on your screen display. Definitely, yeah.
Yeah,
Because-
I've got my setup flagship because
Yeah.
I had to buy an HDMI splitter. I had to buy this converter that went into back at
Yeah.
PS2, and because I didn't know at first, and to get it onto the stream on my screen, that's what I had to do. And obviously, with the settings on PS2, you have to change it to RGB, I think it is.
Yeah.
On this,
something
I
like
think you have to change it that. But yeah,
Like,
Zoe. Yeah, Zoe's a great game, mate. Honestly, I love it.
Like I've got
There's-
I got a video converter that goes through via the PC.
Yeah,
Like so I've got now an internal capture card which works like
a lot better.
so much better.
Yeah.
Plus it's like less wiring, so I don't have to worry. I don't have to worry about extra wiring to go into like the back of like USB ports and all that stuff. So it's just basically
Jim.
it's just basically the motherboard it's basically the capture card going into the motherboard,
Yeah.
and basically all it is an input and output. That's it. So the input will go from like the PlayStation. I'd say so. For instance, PlayStation 5 go through the input. Output will come out of the PC into like a screen. So that's basically how
Dowdy
it is.
wants to really buy your old setup, I think, now, because it literally got everything he needs now with your old setup, and monitors, tower, gaming capture. You could buy all that now, and if he wanted to.
Well, if he wanted to, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, if Dowdy wants to talk, we'll talk, and we'll see what we can do.
Do a payment plan for him.
We'll see what we can do with that. Because I've already,
Do a payment
because like I
plan.
said,
So look, mate, £25 a month, and then if you don't, just get St. Baelish round to him.
can't do that. But we'll see how it goes. Like I've still got my old PC in the room somewhere, and 2 monitors and the wirings that go with it. I do need to get shot of it as well, and I've got a capture card as well that will go with it. So
Yeah, that's good.
we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But it's
Jim.
for anyone.
I love Zoe. Zone of Enders is a really good game. I can remember playing it as a kid, and it is probably one of my favorite games, to be honest. But I never played 2, so that's what I need to get. But it ranges in price for like 19, 12, 13 quid, so I am going to get it eventually. And it's going to be one of them things I am going to stream.
Yeah. Like, have you
I think
seen?
I'm going to stream it after Metal Gear Solid, to be honest.
Yeah, that was Zoe. Yeah. Like, you still got Resident Evil Village as well, which I
I've still got your Visit Village,
which I so desperately want you to play. I do want you to play that.
I sold it.
No, you have not. No, you have not. I'll be over your house like the bailiffs and going, "Oh, you don't dare do that."
I get it to somebody for a bag of chips. I was hungry. Are you getting Silent Hill 1 then for the PS1? Are you going to buy that?
Have you seen how much it's going for on eBay?
I have seen, yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's absolutely ridiculous. Like,
why? I never, to be honest, I knew Silent Hill games were good, but I never knew they were that. They're quite. I don't know if they're quite rare to buy, but they're quite expensive. Like I showed, do you remember that when I showed you over there, the Silent Hill collection, which was going on Amazon for 200 quid?
I did see that. And I was like,
and that's not even got That's not even got Silent Hill 1. I think it's got 2. I think it's 2, 3, and 4 maybe.
I was like, what?
On that.
I was like,
yeah, 200 quid.
I'm like, how the hell can you sell that for nearly 200 quid? That's ridiculous. Like,
Second Runner was amazing. Yeah. It's on Steam. Yeah, Jim, I'll be getting I'm going to try and get the proper PlayStation 2 copy. I didn't know it was on Steam, mate.
So, I had an offer. So, I said this before. I had an offer because whenever I'm looking on eBay for like a PS2 or whatever, if I'm looking for a game and stuff like that, I'll put it on the watch list. And then all of a sudden, I get a ping on my phone saying, "Oh, this person has offered you this for like 8% off the actual price or whatever."
Price, yeah.
Yeah. So I look at it. I'm looking at the PS2 right now. I'm looking at it right now. Actually, I'm looking at it on the screen.
Have you seen when you go on eBay as well, and it says you can buy this or a best offer, and then you put a best offer in, and they don't even accept it. It's like, well, why put a best offer?
No, like the person that's selling it is putting an offer up for you to like kind of like take it off his hands. So this guy gave me an offer of like, I don't know, let me go back to it, like about £47.50, but there is a I think it's over £5 postage or whatever. I think
£5,
like £5.95 postage, economy delivery.
Yeah.
Is located in Wolverhampton, and that would probably go around about 51 quid or what? I think 50 is over 50 quid or whatever.
Is that for Silent Hill 1?
No, that's for PlayStation 2. That's for a silver. That's for a fat silver PlayStation 2.
I never knew they did the fat ones.
Yeah, they did the fat silver ones. They did the fat silver PlayStation consoles. All right, so this guy sent me an offer because obviously I need to like I'm probably going to decline it anyway because I need to wait until next month when I get paid and stuff like that. But I've got to keep on like saving. I got to put money in my savings and stuff like that. So like so I can only pay for like little bits and stuff. But like 50 quid's not bad, but if it's like over the 100 mark, then that's that then.
No,
game over then. So
yeah, I paid 45 for mine at the gaming market, and like I said, it's weird though because I had a bit of trouble with mine. You know this. It didn't want to run. So I took it apart, obviously cleaned the lens, and then it's still like it still kind of didn't work as much. But now I can literally turn it on. It's fine. It runs smooth, but it's quite noisy as well. But it's not really noisy, but it's I mean it's a PS2. It's old.
Oh yeah, exactly. Well,
I didn't understand why it didn't work at first. I think it's probably because it hadn't been used or tested for a while. So, but like I said, just give it a clean work on at its time.
Like I said, it could be that it needs a bloody good clean or something like that or whatever.
Yeah,
like it's.
See, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to get next. Console wise for.
I think
when we go to the gaming market again, I'm not sure what to buy. I don't know what console to get. I don't know if to start with like get a few Nintendo ones.
Could do. You could possibly go down that route.
Go further back and get like Master System or Mega Drive maybe.
You could possibly go down that route to like Nintendo side of things. I personally,
I'm hoping there's a way that you can still put them on, still stream them as well. There must be a way where you can still
this
add something to it.
Jack. This is a very interesting question. And I know that you've had this on your streams and that. With all this talk, what are your thoughts on emulators? I know you streamed Metal Gear Solid 1 on emulator at a certain point. So what are your so this would be a question for you. What are your thoughts on emulators?
See, emulators can be a good thing, to be honest. The only thing I was worried about with the emulators, obviously, the sources that I used to get off of websites, because it always came up on the laptop as a risk or something like that. So I was a bit worried about that. That's why I wanted to just stick with the real hardware, really, because it was better to do it like that. I know Julio's I think Julio uses emulators a lot, and Mali as well. But I know they've got real hardware as well.
Julio and Mali, they've got real hardware stuff. Like they know of the emulators. I think they know of the emulators, but in actual, they have, like, Julio Games and Mali X10. They have the real hardwares, and they like, we all proper swear by the real hardwares, because, like, there's not like the feeling of having a real hardware like PlayStation 1 is. I've got nothing against emulators, because they are good. I mean, you can get loads of games on there, and it's easy as well to get them. But I think the way I prefer to use real hardware now. Just having a PlayStation 2 in front of me, and like loads of PlayStation 2 games, is nothing better than having that and putting disc in like you used to. And same with, like, I mean, I could emulate Mega Drive and Master System games, but I think there's nothing better than me getting a cartridge out, giving it a good old blow and sticking it in. That's not a bit dirty, but you know what I mean. Yeah, give it a blow and stick it in.
Yeah.
I've not got a problem with emulators. I've not got a problem with them. Like, because on the Switch, they have N64 emulator on there. They have the SNES emulator. They have the Sega Mega Drive emulator on the Switch, because you can play, but you can only play the games that they've got with that emulator on the Switch. But I do like that kind of thing. But like, I think it was when I was playing Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets on an emulator on the PC, and Mali X10 actually helped me with that, and Julio as well. They helped me, point me in the right direction on which emulator to use, and where I could get, like, the game, and just basically.
Any questions about emulators and anything to do with like Mali and Julio? No, literally anything you need to know.
No.
Their knowledge is superior on anything, as in hardware and emulators, anything. Honestly, Julio sent me loads of stuff, to be honest. But emulators are good. Like Julio said, hardware's not going to last forever. I hope it would do, but
I will say one thing. I'd say big Julio and Mali have, like, deserve a lot of credit as well. They deserve a lot of credit. Like, they have pointed us in the right direction in terms of, like, games and emulators and stuff like that. Like, Julio sent me, like, Final Fantasy 9 and Batman Begins. Like, just that, like, I think it was so kind of him. He's done, like, Mali and Julio have done a lot. They've done a lot for us really. They've been very supportive of our channels and stuff like that, and everyone else in chat as well. They've been they've been a huge support to us, and it's so overwhelming. Like, honestly, we wouldn't know what we do without you. It's just that it's the support has been absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Let me ask a question. Yeah, so Jim, we're talking about blowing into a NES cartridge. Why was it? Why did we think blowing into any cartridge was going to make it work? Whoever said, just blow into it. Who said blowing into a cartridge was going to make it work? I used to blow into cartridges. I used to open the flap up, blow into that. What's blowing going to do? You know what I mean, what is? I never got that. Just give it a blow, mate. Yeah, why?
So many innuendos are being thrown.
Why would you do it though? Why would you blow into cartridge? I don't understand it.
Man. Oh my god.
But it did work though. It worked. I mean, I can
It
remember
worked.
my
Give it a
Master
blow. It
System,
works all the time.
You put it in, it did work. I was like, oh, blowing the dust away. Yeah,
there's like,
that's probably one thing, yeah.
I think there's ways of like cleaning the cartridges as well, like in terms of not blowing on them.
Cheryl's blowing a stick it, and he should be put in the quote channel.
I'm surprised Mally hasn't quoted that yet. I'm surprised Mally hasn't quoted that, or even Julio for that matter.
I think it was to get the dust out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the dust out, but also put like a tablespoon of saliva on the cartridge itself as well. Emulators. Okay,
Yeah. Because I think I watched a little video where Mr. Stj has put like in terms of like cleaning cartridges, because Mr. Stj has a huge collection of like Super SNES games, SNES consoles, like any kind of console that you think of. Like I can't think from the top of my head. I only said the SNES and the NES and whatever, and the Sega Master System that he was playing on Friday. He has a huge collection, and there was a video of his on YouTube where he did like a tutorial on how to clean like the cartridges in there, like kind of like you. I can't remember.
Did he use a cotton bud?
I can't remember what he used. I think he used like cotton buds or like something like that. So that was I believe it was like kind of like using like kind of like little like cotton buds that you like put in your ear or whatever.
Yeah.
Kind of like giving it a good rub or whatever.
Well, like I say, it's gonna get the dust off in it.
And
really.
it's getting like trying to get all like the gunk out of it and stuff, and like giving it a good clean, and lo and behold, it would work. Cotton buds with
IPA,
alcohol, yeah. Use IPA and cotton buds. Amazing how much dirt comes off. Yeah, exactly. Like that's exactly what it was, Julio. That was exactly what it was that Mr. Stj was using to clean his cartridges. And I was looking at it thinking like, well, I'm probably not gonna get like a SNES or a NES or whatever, but I'm actually thinking of it. I'm actually considering it.
Would you say games have got harder as the years have gone by, or easier? Because I can remember as a kid. So referring back to my system,
that is a
used
very
to have
good
Alex
question.
the Kid built in, and it was. I can remember it being quite difficult. Alex the Kid.
Yeah, hold on. I wanna. The Nitro said emulators, while great for archival purposes and play a lot of games which are overly expensive, do take a little from the original experience, since you're not playing on original hardware. But unless you're super sensitive to it, the average person wouldn't notice a tiny change. That is true. That is true, to be fair. That is true. Yeah, my phone's buzzing like crazy. I did say that I was streaming.
Who's contacting you?
Like every man and his dog are contacting me. Anyway, whatever. but yeah, I do like
does
we
dog
said
ring
about,
you up as well?
Eh?
Does dog ring you up as well? I didn't know dogs could use phones.
No, not every man and his dog. You're going on about the like. I'm not making up these sayings. I'm not making them up.
I know. I've heard that saying before. Well, like the crack flags outside.
Cracking the flags, yeah.
Oh man.
And your Moby. I will say Moby was one of mine. I made that up.
Well,
even though I 100% didn't.
I'm sure I heard it on there. So yeah, what was I saying? Would you say games are getting easier or harder?
I think like if you're talking about old likes of the games like PlayStation games and stuff like that, I feel if I'm gonna throw a game out there, Crash Bandicoot 1. That in particular was a hard game.
Yeah, I reckon it is.
And
it was quite difficult.
As you get older, it
gets harder.
It does feel like it gets harder because I've played the remastered ones. I played the Crash Bandicoot remastered like trilogy.
Yeah.
Where you basically play 1, 2, and 3, but like in those. Hello, Steve. You're right there, mate. How's it going?
Hi, Steve. You okay, mate?
Like when I was playing Crash 1, like the remastered version, there were certain like elements to the remastered that wasn't in the original one, where if you died, when you collect boxes along the way, and then you died at a check, like when you got to a checkpoint, get the checkpoint, you died, you get to that checkpoint and you still got those boxes that you've smashed up during that trial.
Yeah.
That wasn't in the original. Like if you died at that checkpoint and you got that checkpoint and you died, you'd have to go all the way back to get all them boxes and then go back again. So I would say,
can you still do the rope glitch in the remastered one?
Can you still do the what?
rope glitch. You know,
Yes,
when
you can. Yes, you can. You can still do the rope glitch. You can still do the rope glitch.
I used to hate that.
Which is like the road to nowhere. The road to nowhere, like section, and you kind of like jump on the rope and you can just walk on the rope instead of like going on the actual bridge.
I hated that level.
Like, but yeah, you could still do that glitch on the remastered, but I don't know if they tweaked it a bit, but yeah, it's you could do it on the original where it's like pure and simple, just walk at the tightrope or whatever.
Have you got the remastered PS4 version where it's got all 3 games on?
Yes, yeah, I do, and I just recently got it. I recently purchased it for my dad on the Switch.
Okay.
And like he wanted the Crash Bandicoot remastered games on the Switch. So because my dad doesn't like using like Amazon and stuff like that. He will refuse to use Amazon because of like tax stuff and everything like that.
Is your dad quite a big gamer then? Is he quite into his games?
He plays a lot of games. He does play like he's 72, 73 years of age and he still plays video games to this day.
Yeah.
Hello,
see, my dad never used to be into games as much, but when I got the Metal Gear Solid, when I got the Mega Drive, do you remember PGA Tour, which is obviously a golf game?
Yeah.
He used to get on my Mega Drive and play PGA Tour. I'm like, well, I want to play with Mega Drive, man. But he used to bet it, and he used to get frustrated with it as well when he missed a shot. I was like, yeah, it's only a game.
Glitch, I see you in there. Glitchy babes, I see you in there. All right, mate. How's it going? Honest answer dependent on game. A lot of the early 90s games are brutally hard since they wanted people to buy the game instead of finishing it during a renting period, so they made games a lot harder. With renting dying away, games have become a lot easier to finish. I do agree. I do agree. I agree with that. I 100% agree with that.
Can anybody remember with the Master System on Mega Drive, was there a save, like a save option? So could you save your progress? So I can't remember having to not being able to save on Master System games. I can't remember there's like a save option.
I think only Mr. Stj can answer that question.
Yeah, I can't remember. I can remember playing the games.
I think
because
so.
we was I can remember this once was playing Tasmanian Devil. My friend got it, and we went round to his house, and we got so far to the end. I think it was on the last boss with the 3 witches.
Yeah.
And he had to go downstairs for his tea, and he said, "Oh, don't complete it, don't do thing." So I was like, "Fair enough." And then he was like, quite been a long time, so I sat there and I was like, do you know what? I'm gonna have a quick go because if I die, I can start again.
Yeah.
And I ended up completing it, and he came upstairs and he was fuming. He wasn't happy. He wasn't happy that I completed his game. But I can't remember if there's like a save. Depends on the game. Some games could save. You had to spend hours trying to figure a game out. Now it tells you what to do.
Overall, no. Mostly codes. Yeah, mostly codes. Because with Crash Bandicoot 1 on the original PlayStation 1, you'd have a password every time you finish the level, but you could also save it as well.
Yeah. Oh, because it had obviously a memory card feature. Though.
Hold on.
What are you doing?
But yeah, it is like you got like passwords on there, and but you can also save your progression as well, which is something. And
did you used to ever play FIFA games like back in the day?
Yes.
Can you remember the FIFA game on the Mega Drive where you could, if you fouled somebody,
the only FIFA games
used to run
I
around
played,
the pitch, and the referee used to chase you all the time. Constantly running around.
The only FIFA game I played was 18, 19, 20, and 21. I did play FIFA 99 actually, to be fair.
FIFA 94.
Yeah, so that was that.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time I played a FIFA game. To be honest, I'm crap at them.
Yeah,
I'm rubbish.
like I think I went from 99 to 2021. Actually, I do have technically that is technically not true. I had 2022 as well, which I'm not proud of. But I thought, I'll try it out. I'll try it out. See if they changed a bit. No, they haven't changed a fucking thing. So I was like, no, I'm not buying another FIFA game ever again after that.
No,
so I've not played it. I've never played it now ever since.
The only thing I used to collect as in football was the Merlin Premier League sticker books.
Oh yeah, the sticker books. Yeah.
And like 94, 5, 6.
One
one with the hardcover. That's the only ones I used to collect.
I used to collect them too. I used to collect them.
You
as well.
used to go. Can you remember going to school and like trading with people?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, if somebody needed like one of your shinies or something, you'd say, "Oh, give me like 20 of your stickers or something."
Yeah.
You used to get some dick at school though that used to knock them out
Exactly.
well.
Yeah. Exactly that. I think it was FIFA 95 that had the indoor mode. I missed that. Oh, it could. Oh yes, FIFA 95 with the indoor mode. I think
FIFA Street was good. I can remember the FIFA Street game. That was good.
Tell you what, FIFA Street I didn't have a problem with. I didn't have a problem with FIFA Street. I thought it was something different. It's something different compared to any like FIFA game. It's very different. You've got it all like no rules, no anything. You can have like five of your favorite like footballers that are in that era. You could have like back in that era, it was like David Beckham, it was Ronaldinho, it was like the OG Ronaldo and players like that. That like
always had a good soundtrack
like
to it.
Zidane, players like that, and you can just make a 5-a-side or like a 5 or 6-a-side, and just basically just do tricks and do skills and all that stuff.
Yeah. It had a good soundtrack, FIFA as well, FIFA Street.
I will say,
Did you ever used to play the Need for Speed games as well?
Yes.
I used to enjoy them games
I think I was more Burnout, I believe.
Oh, Burnout, yeah. But can you remember Burnout Paradise?
Burnout Paradise, yeah. Burnout Paradise.
Burnout Paradise, what a game.
Brilliant game. Absolute fantastic game, Burnout Paradise. Love
when
the
when you used to crash and you used to have that slow motion crash.
Then goes back to normal again. I love that one.
Yeah.
I love that. I love the soundtrack on Paradise as well. I love the music soundtrack on Burnout Paradise. Brilliant.
That's right. Yeah, it was. That's what I was talking about Need for Speed, because when they did the Need for Speed, has it Need for Speed? When they used to have like the customization, and some of the soundtracks on that game was really good as well.
Yeah.
But I liked Forza when that first came out. Forza, because you could do details on your car as well, put your own vinyls on, and I did a Banksy one once, the girl with the red balloon. I did that on the side of the car, and it looked really good, but it took me ages. It took me about 2 hours, 3 hours to do this girl. But yeah, it was a good game. I used to love games like that. I just don't play them anymore. I don't have the chance to play any racing games or stuff.
Yeah.
I always fancied about getting a wheel though, like a wheel and some steering and some pedals and that, so I could fit it onto and do like a few racing streams, but
I see you, Kayev. I see you, Jelly. Welcome on in. How's it going, guys?
Is there somebody you know that does the racing streams? Is it your cousin?
Yes. The FTR Spinala. He's my.
Is he just a Formula One though?
He does all Formula One. He is a Formula One streamer. He's a
And
Formula
does he
One
use
streamer.
steering wheel and pedal as well?
He's now started using steering wheel and pedal. He
Yeah.
wasn't originally because he had like the controllers and stuff like that, but then he's fitted his own like rig where he's got like
Oh,
a steering
nice.
wheel and pedals and stuff like that, and he's got
Yeah.
a gear stick as well. He's fitted all that in, and he started like playing Formula One in that way. I was in his stream the one time watching him play. And
I
was-
bet you were at Gaming Market, didn't I? When we was playing at this game. Do you remember me beating you?
What's that one? What's that? I don't
Burnout.
remember that. I don't remember
Yeah, I
that.
can remember it. Burnout, mate. I bet.
Oh, was it? Oh, was it? I'm not too sure of that. I thought it was
But
Forza.
then you better me a Guitar Hero.
I thought it was Forza. Well, I don't know if you noticed, but I do have like guitars there right here that I do play.
Yeah, true.
They're not there for display.
I didn't know you played, mate.
Yeah, of course I do.
I know you do, because you tried using my guitar when you came around as well.
Yeah, I actually tuned it for you as well.
How did you tune it? Oh, I
bloody tuned it now.
Before.
Like you have a ukulele in there as well. Like
I know,
I've never
that
played a
needs
ukulele.
restringing, mate. Yeah, that needs restringing.
Yeah,
I want to get a nice
and,
capture card and do racing games. I have in my old systems. Yeah, I fancy. I don't know. I fancy doing it, but it's just more expensive. I mean, I want to get a nice setup doing it, but it's just the steering wheel and pedals I've seen probably about £200, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money. It is a lot of money.
It's a
for,
lot of
like,
money, and if
equipment
I'm not
and stuff
gonna,
like
if I buy it and I don't really use it, then
Hmm.
partner's not probably gonna be that happy.
that. Your partner's definitely not going to be happy.
well, I bought
Definitely not going to be happy.
I bought a Quaker keyboard and a mouse for playing Call of Duty like a couple of years back for Christmas, and I used it an handful of times, and now it's just sat there not doing anything. So that was like, oh, that's a waste of money. Because yeah, I'm gonna use it. Never do.
I'm gonna use it at some point.
Just
Okay.
another thing.
So I want to get a nice capture card and do racing games and have my old system. Chris, what kind of capture card do you use for your older systems? I use a I've used a 4K 60 Pro internal capture card. I basically install it into my PC underneath the graphics card. Underneath there, I get HDMI cables into likes of my I'd say, well, if actually, for instance, if I hello Plunger.
Hey, Plunger.
All right, mate, how's it going, lad? So for instance, if I want to connect my PlayStation 1, I would connect it from, so I'd get a PlayStation 1 get like a SCART connector into the video converter. And then then from the video converter, I got HDMI cable. The HDMI cable will go into the back of the PC. Another HDMI will go into the output on the PC into one of my monitors. So that's basically how my PlayStation 1 is set up at this moment. But I wouldn't need the video converter if I was connected to like the Switch or the PlayStation 5, for instance. I wouldn't need the video converter for that.
Is that a 4K one as well, Charles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what the 4K one? Yeah.
Is it a 4K capture?
It is a 4K 60 cap. It is a 4K capture. Yeah, definitely.
Nice.
Oh shit, we are wearing the same top today. One of us has to change. No, we don't. We don't have to change. Look, I'm very much themed for this podcast right now. I'm very much themed for it. I've got my Croc t-shirt on, like celebrating gaming. Like, look. I've got
Yeah,
it
please
here.
don't make Chaz strip on stream. We don't want to see that. No, this is not an hot tub stream.
This is not an OnlyFans stream. No.
OnlyFans, yeah, please. My eyes.
I can't see.
I used to like Gran Turismo on PlayStation 1. That was a really good game. The only thing that bothered me with the Gran Turismo games
Brilliant.
was where you had to do the licenses beforehand.
Have I got Gran Turismo?
I thought you had. Yeah, I'm sure you. Yeah, is that one as well?
Yeah. First Gran Turismo.
Ooh, yes, what a game! That was a great game. Really good.
Gran Turismo.
Yeah, you had to do licenses before you could even
this
drive
is from Past the Plunger himself. the Pass the Plunger, who's got the same shirt as me today.
That is a good game, though. Gran Turismo is a really good game.
Fantastic. It is a fantastic game. It is a fantastic game. Like
for realism driving as well. That's probably that. Let me
open this bad boy. It's a bit cracked, but it's
fine.
It's
I
fine.
used to
It's fine.
annoy me when cases did that.
But like I said, all cases aren't going to be perfect. But
yeah.
As long as like still didn't get into the second game as much for some reason. Yeah, that's fair. Can't get.
What I don't understand with cases, like, so if you buy second-hand games off somebody or CEX, sometimes the state of the cases that you buy, it's like, what have people been doing with them? It looks like some of them have been wiping their bum with them. Honestly, it's like, what are you doing with your cases?
You're always going to use that analogy, ain't you? Oh, so it's like someone's wiped their bum on them.
What game did I buy? I think it was Prince of Persia, and it looked like they'd been eating the dinner off it, and I was like, I felt like I needed a shower after I bought the game. I literally got the wipes and cleaned all my games that I get second, and I give them a really good clean. Like, I think it's just OCD, but it's just I need to give them a clean.
Like I got this one for like £3, and you saw me buy you saw me buy this on eBay when we was at your house that one day.
Was you drunk or not?
I was, yes. But it was like £3. It was like £3.98 or something like that, and I got it. I got it for that much.
Have you tried it yet?
Okay, I have tried it. It works.
Good?
It works perfect. Yeah, it's relatively clean. I have cleaned the disc and stuff like that. It's just, it's all right. It's pretty.
I'm not bothered about any other Bond game. I think the best Bond game ever is GoldenEye.
Well, of course it is, but but the thing is, you can't get GoldenEye on PlayStation 1, so I can't play GoldenEye.
Do you know another good game?
I'd have to get an N64. But
can you remember the Die Hard trilogy game?
Yes.
Mate,
and I know someone in chat will be very happy with Die Hard trilogy.
Die Hard trilogy was an amazing game. So obviously your first game was obviously in the tower. The second game was it the gun? You had to use the gun for that one because it's the airport.
Yeah. And
then the third game was the taxi when you was driving around.
Yeah.
Die Hard trilogy was an amazing game.
I always distinctly remember with Die Hard trilogy, like I've got this like demo one here that I got with the PlayStation 1. It has I believe it has Die Hard in it on the demo. And it's the one where he's in the parking lot, down like in the underground parking lot, and he's shooting all the guys that are in there, and you go into like kind of like a security hut where like a little like security area where there are like civilians that you need to save or whatever, or don't like need to shoot the bad guys and save the hostages and stuff like that.
Was that the 3D third person one, or was that the gun one?
I think that was the third person. I think it was third person. I believe.
Do you know? I think we've had this conversation before regarding because you always wanted to get Time Crisis, didn't you? How would you be able to play that? You said, is there any type of adapter can you use? Because obviously these modern monitors.
How I would do that, if you wanted to use the original like Namco gun, you would have to get a CRT TV. You'd have to get a CRT because the Namco guns won't work on flat screens. It won't work on any flat screen whatsoever. You could get a I think you could get a light gun, which would be helpful for LED TVs. I believe Julio did say about it at one point, and I distinctly remember this. I distinctly remember the conversation that me and Julio had about it, and he sent me a link. He sent me a link and all that stuff of the light gun and stuff like that. And I thought, oh, that actually looks really cool. It looks really nifty. And like honestly, like Time Crisis was one of my favorite arcade games. Like it was a game where I love to go into an arcade. If I see Time Crisis there, you know I'm going to be playing it.
Well, we did though, didn't we? We went to Birmingham. We played
The thing is, it's Time Crisis 2 and 3 that we had there. It never had the first original Time Crisis game. Didn't have
House
the
of the
original.
Dead, though. I used to think House of the Dead was a really good game as well.
House of the Dead #1, brilliant game, absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, shooting games.
It's called.
See, I never used to have the Namco gun, but somebody
Yeah,
had.
Plunger and Julio. It's called the Sidon light gun. It's expensive for a light gun. It works on any TV, as it has a small camera in the gun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
it is.
good.
Hello, zombie.
Well,
I see you there, my dude. I see you there.
Hello, zombie.
We haven't.
What's up?
Don't worry, we haven't. Actually, while zombie's here, we can actually answer his question that he sent over. So he was the only one that said the question. So yeah. So Zombie Killer Con said it's for both of us. So his question is, what was your best gaming experience? Your best gaming experience. So what I'm gonna throw that question at you first. So what was your first best gaming experience? Sorry, best gaming experience. Best one. It's a good question.
Difficult to narrow it down, really. As in, like, if you're talking about playing consoles, or whatever. I don't know. I think basically for me,
I would think.
So
in general. I'll think in general.
So yeah, I used to. I don't know. So I used to live with my mum like years and years ago, and we used to live in a little village called Womwell.
What?
I can't say
Womble.
Womwell. Spelled WOMBWELL. And in this little village, there used to be Womble.
Womble.
I knew it was going to get.
You were from Womble.
Womble. There used to be a little gaming shop that obviously sold loads of Master System games, Mega Drive games. So we're talking like really a long time ago.
Yeah.
And it also used to double up as like a little arcade. So they used to have like
Julio used to fit Windows though.
Oh, never. Oh,
he used to fit Windows though. So he knows about Womble.
Say, what's that place called? That window place now? I can't think of its name. I didn't know you used to work in Womble.
Womble.
Womble, not Womble. Womble. Safe style.
Yeah, Womble, yeah.
Style. So basically, there used to be an arcade game shop there, and they used to run tournaments every week. And me and my cousin, who was a little bit older, we used to go down and obviously play games and everything else. And you could enter that tournament. There's no age limit on it. No. You just entered it. Yeah. And probably best gaming experience. It's not. Well, it's a bit boring, but it was going down there every day after school, saving the money that my mum gave me to get like some crisps or whatever, and then going down practicing every day, ready for this tournament. And I managed to finish fourth in it against like another 20 other people, 20 other kids. So that's probably one of my best experiences on it.
Yeah. Okay. So, best gaming experience.
What's in done here?
Ooh. It's tough. It's a good question. It's tough. It's a tough.
I know it's hard
question
to narrow it down as in like game
'cause,
experience.
What
would you?
Bloody hell!
What would you
zombie,
say
that's a good question.
What would you say is an experience, or as in
like
first game? I don't know.
First gaming experience. Like I would say, best gaming experience. I think my best gaming experience would be going to an arcade for the first time, and seeing like I'm gonna go back to it, seeing Time Crisis there as well.
Yeah.
Because like it was the first time I've ever heard of it. It was the first time that I played it, and loved it. I loved it, and that kind of got me thinking: Can I get this at home? Like I had a PlayStation at the time, and back then we never had like flat screen TVs. We didn't have LED TVs or whatsoever. We always had like a CRT. We always had like the fat TV that goes onto a table and just basically plays whatever on whatever garbage that's on TV at the moment and everything like that. And to be fair, I wasn't really into like terrestrial TV. I didn't want to know about it, even if it was like the news or whatever. I didn't want to know about it. But all I wanted to do was like play play like PlayStation. That's all I wanted to play. And I did have the Namco gun and Time Crisis for it. And honestly, playing Time Crisis was probably the best gaming experience I had. Like hands down. As much as I love the Batman Arkham games, as much as I love them, and they're my favorite, like, they're my favorite games. Time Crisis in an arcade, where, like, it looks glorious when you see it, when you look at it, and you've got like the Namco gun that works, and it cocks back every time you shoot like an enemy or whatever.
Oh yeah, that effect. Yeah,
that
noise
effect.
as well.
That in itself was very, very satisfying. Absolutely satisfying, that. And
see, I can imagine same when you're at home as well, because normally when you play games at home, before the Namco came out, you obviously just had a controller. Now, to have that experience of having a gun in your hand, I'm shooting it at your TV was even better. Can you remember? I don't know if you can remember, but I can't remember what game it was. It was Duck Hunt or something like that. And I think Master System had a gun as well.
Yeah,
I'm sure Master System had a gun.
I
which
believe
was
Master
quite long.
System had one. Master System.
But I think it was the original Master System. Do you know the more rectangular shaped one? I think they had a thing. I think it was called Duck Hunt or something like that. That's my first experience with a gun. But yeah, no, arcades used to be really good. Like I said, they're not ever many more. There's a place in Sheffield, Meadowhall. They used to have the bowling alley and the arcade at the same time. Now they shut that down.
Yeah,
for some reason. I don't know why.
Julio's just said, I have the light gun for Master System. So Julio's got one for Master System.
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah, the Reg had a gun. Yeah, Reg had a gun.
Great answers. Always zombie anytime.
Thank you so much for that question, Zombie. I really appreciate it.
Duck Hunt, that was it, yeah.
If anyone else has any questions for us before we go on to our own questions, then we'll fire away.
That's it. I thought for some reason it was Duck Hunt, Tulio, but yeah, it's Safari Hunt. But yeah, I can remember. I never had it, but the kid who lived around the corner, he used to have the square. I think before he even had a console, I think that's what got me into it. The kid had a rectangular Master System with a gun, and I was like, "Well, what is this? What is this game?" I mean, that wanted me to get into playing games, to be honest, because I think that's what it is. Without having like any experience before, you always get experience from someone else, I reckon. So like seeing friends having consoles. See, I never used to have NESs or SNESs when I was younger. Mine used to be Master System, Mega Drive, PlayStations. So my mates had the other system, so we could just go around and play Mario and everything. Yeah. Point Blank, Point Blank.
Oh yes, we've played Point Blank. We love the hell out of that game. Absolute brilliant game, Point Blank.
Yeah.
Like you'd get the Namco gun with Point Blank. But you could also get it with Time Crisis as well. Oh, the Zombie's got another question. So this is for both of us as well. What was the first ever video game you'd ever played? Is that what it is? Is that what it says?
Yeah.
The first ever video game you ever played. I think that was one of your. I think you wrote that down as well, didn't you, on your notepad?
See, I can't really remember. I can remember games that I played years ago, but I can't remember if it was the first one. So you're talking.
I can tell you the first game I played.
I used to have a Commodore 64, and the game I can remember from that. Now I don't know if it was my first game, but it's one of my earliest memories. Was Jet Set Willy, and that was probably one of the first memories of playing a game.
Absolute classic.
Before I had a console, and the Commodore 64 wasn't mine, so my mum got remarried, and my stepdad, he had the Commodore 64, and he kind of gave that to me, and I can remember that was probably one of the first games that I played. In a way, maybe not. It could have been that Safari Hunt, to be honest, because I can remember being really young when I went around to this person's house. But yeah, Commodore 64. It was. I always baffle with Commodore 64 because I never know. I still to this day I don't even know how a tape into a tape deck. You press play can transfer into a game on a computer on TV screen or on a screen. It's mad, but yeah, Jet Set Willy I think it was called, which was quite a good game, platform game. I think it's similar to I think you was playing a game on Ant's stream, and I asked you. I said, "Is this Jet Set Willy?" And he said, "No, it's Finger," and it looks so familiar. It looks similar to what Jet Set Willy was.
Honestly, I completely forgot what games I played on stream that day.
What was your first game then? First ever game?
I would have to say Sonic the Hedgehog on the Mega Drive was the first game I ever played, and I was only 5 years old. I was only about 5 or 6 years old when I played it, and obviously, like my dad and my mom worked ridiculous shifts. We wasn't really like needy for anything really, but my dad bought a Sega Mega Drive, and it had Sonic the Hedgehog with it, which that's the only game that I can remember that came with it. I think there were more games that came with it, but Sonic the Hedgehog just kind of like called to me in a way, and like when I was a kid, because I loved Sonic the Hedgehog when I was younger. I still do to this day, and consistently be playing like Sonic the Hedgehog on Mega Drive, just basically playing through levels, and loved every moment of it.
All down the top, what a scruff.
Yeah.
There's some good questions coming through.
Really good questions. So yeah, so exactly Zombie, Sonic the Hedgehog, Mega Drive for me. Similar to Manic Miner.
It is, yeah. It is.
So Demon has said, what is in your top five for games on any system? So I'm gonna let you answer that first.
Right, top 5 games for me of all time would be Metal Gear Solid 1.
Right.
The Last of Us.
Are you going from 5 to 1, or are you going from 1 to 5?
Oh, top 5. Oh, top 5. Oh, okay.
So,
I was just naming random 5 games.
If you're going to go from 5 to 1, then do that.
Let me think then. It's hard to
it's hard to put it down, isn't it?
I'm gonna have to probably write that down and just have a think about that, because that's gonna be. I'm gonna go through all the games.
It'll be Metal Gear
I'll have a think about
4,
that, Demon.
3, 2,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've done it easy. No, I'll have to have a think about that, Demon, and come back to you, mate.
And Jet Set Willy is number 5.
Yeah. Oh, Steve, that's a good question. What would you love to see?
Demon said order doesn't matter. So order doesn't matter.
Okay.
So it's all good.
So let's
overall in general.
So overall, Metal Gear Solid 1, The Last of Us.
I will
God
scroll
of War
up
4.
Sorry.
That's 3 games. What else? Grand Theft Auto, probably 1. I'm just thinking of top games I've played that I've really enjoyed. It's so hard to describe, name top 5 games. That's can't really say that. I played that many games. I'm trying to think. Deus Ex, maybe first one.
I actually thought you were going to say Jet Set Willy or something like that.
No, it's a game, mate, but it's not definitely not top 5 game. I don't know. I don't know. I can't really. Do you know Mickey Mouse and the Castle Illusion is probably one of my favorite games as well.
That is a very good game.
I don't know about it. I think it's just the soundtrack to it as well. It's so good. What would you love to see in modern? So are you gonna do your top 5?
Yeah, I'm gonna do mine.
To think.
Right, my top 5 would be Crash Bandicoot 1 original. Croc Legend of Gobos is another. As well as Tekken 2. Gex, which I just played, and Batman Arkham Asylum. That's
You're just naming games off your shelf. That's cheating.
No, because
you're just looking
no. I've got Croc on my table. I've got Croc on my table actually. So, but anyway.
Okay.
But no.
Let me just hang
on. Gex. I grew up playing Gex, and I grew up playing Crash Bandicoot, and those 2 games, as well as Gex and all that stuff, and Croc, I grew up playing when I was a kid, and those are the kind of games that just stuck with me But the thing is, I've seen a question. I've seen a question there. Top 5 retro games you love to own now. Stuff like that. I was gonna name like a lot of retro games that were my top 5, but there were games now that I really enjoy playing, like the Batman Arkham series and Dead Space and stuff like that. So if on a serious note, if I had to pick a top 5, it would be Dead Space, it'd be Arkham Asylum, it would be as well. I do like Dead by Daylight as well. I do like Dead by Daylight. I think that's up there because I do play it quite a lot. I do like Halo.
Yeah.
As well.
See,
Halo 1 for me. Halo 1 for me.
Yeah. I'm gonna write my top 5 down
and Crash Bandicoot.
Tell them on the next podcast because I need to have a really good think about it because there's that many games. That was just up in my head.
I've said my top 5. I've said my top 5, so it's like that would be games all around. I'm surprised I didn't say GoldenEye because that was a game that I did play as well. That was a game that I played as well.
What would you love to see
a modern
remake
of? On my table.
What would you love to see a modern remake of? Do you know what I was thinking?
Yes.
I was watching a game yesterday.
Steve, that is a very good question. Very, very good question. I did actually have that written down on one of my questions as well. I put, if you could remaster a game from past consoles, what game would you bring back and why? And I think Steve's kind of like gone down. Steve's very much thought of gone down the lines on that. So
what would you choose?
A modern remake of.
Like a remaster, like
a remake, or would you say remake or remaster, Steve? Would you say, because if you said remastered, I would have gone down the lines of like Gex, in a way. Like remastered would be Gex Enter the Gecko. I definitely would have that remastered. 100%.
I'd like to see a remastered version of GoldenEye.
Ooh, yes.
With obviously multiplayer.
Yes.
Not the game itself, the multiplayer part.
Yep. Absolutely, 100%.
But also, I think I'd like to see a remastered Dino Crisis as well. Like up to date Unreal Engine 5.
I'd say
Dino Crisis.
I'd say a remake, as it could be a really old game brought back to life with modern tech. Yeah. So Steve. Okay. So in terms of remake, I'd have to
Catch You Later, Zombie.
Well, I wouldn't say Catch You Later, Zombie. Take care, man. Have a good one, man. Resident Evil 2 cough. That's already been remade, mate. That's already been remade.
Yeah, they're remaking Resident 4 as well, aren't they?
Does there really need to be a remake on 4? Does there really need to be a remake?
Yeah, they've done it. I think they are doing it, or the process of doing it.
I don't know about that. I've got mixed feelings about that. If they said remaster, then I can jump on board with that. I could be like, okay, yeah, cool. Remaster that, right? Remaster Resident Evil 4. We can have it on PlayStation 5 with like modern technology these days. Yeah, by all means. Yeah, cool.
What about a Silent Hill remake? That'd be good. Like I said, brand new graphics, everything, even a new game in general.
See, remake.
Last time we got Silent Hill.
The remake is a very, very tough one because it'll be remaking parts of the game like they did with Resident Evil 2. Oh, bloody hell.
Oh yes, Steve said The Last of Us. Yeah, they're doing a remake of The Last of Us, not remastered, but a remake.
A remake, yeah. Like, would you remake The Last of Us?
Last of Us was an amazing game, mate.
Does it like? This is what I mean.
I've never played the second one because it got ruined for me.
This is what I mean about developers remaking games that don't need remaking. They just need remastering. Like Resident Evil 4, they said about being like a remake. I don't think there needs to be a remake of Resident Evil 4 in my own opinion.
Last of Us is not a remake
in a way.
I think it's so you've got Last of Us remastered already, but I think this one is more like they're calling it Part 1. Yeah. So it's exactly the same story, but the character designs have changed a little bit, so they look more like characters.
Trauma,
the story's still the same. but the graphics are even better. So it's still the same game, but The Last of Us is such a good game. Honestly, the story on it is really good. That's what I like about a good game. You know what I mean? A good story.
I'm still trying to think of a remake. Bloody Nora. That is a bloody good question.
Just turn your head to your right, Chaz.
I'm trying not to. I'm trying to look over there, thinking, should they remake? Should they remake Dancing Stage Party Edition? I don't think so.
They should remake Zone of Enders. That's what they should remake. Definitely. Oh, they should bring another Metal Gear Rising out, to be honest. That'd be good.
That is a tough one. They only remaster popular games like Resident Evil 4 and Last of Us as they know they'll sell. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Definitely. I said that earlier. GoldenEye. I'd love to see a remake of that.
I would have to go for. I would have to go for Gex then. I'll stick with Gex being remake and remastered. Definitely.
Stage stream.
I'd say Gex. 100%. I'd say Gex. Top 5 retro games you love to own now. From Sharam. Sharam has said that. Top 5 retro games you'd love to own now. I think I've already got them. Me personally, I think I've already got them. Because
it's gonna be the classics, isn't it? Yeah.
Because Silent Hill 2's coming to my house in a couple of days, so that'll be it then.
Well, top retro games for me, it'd be most of mine would be PS1 ones, so it'd be Metal Gear Solid 1, Silent Hill 1, Resi 1.
Oh, sorry.
The beginning of the franchises, all on PS1 probably, basically.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto 1, they'd be all them. Yeah. That'd be all my top retro ones anyway. I know there's probably better retro games, but as in PlayStation.
Yeah, sorry.
PlayStation was like first serious console.
Sorry, I interrupted you there. I do apologize. What was the games? What was the games that you said?
So, Metal Gear Solid 1,
yeah.
Resi 1, Silent Hill 1, well, Grand Theft Auto,
yeah,
and I'm not quite sure what the last one would be. But the like the beginning of the franchise, really, of each game.
Yeah, like I think Silent Hill 1 is what I really want. I do want that game. Oh, Jesus Christ. What are the retro games? I would love Sonic the Hedgehog Mega Drive again. I definitely would love that again on the Mega Drive. There was another one as well. I'd love Batman on the Game Gear again.
Did you ever play Batman on the Mega Drive?
I think so.
I don't know if it was Batman Returns. I don't know if it was Batman Returns.
I think so.
It was like a platform game.
Platform game. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, Batman on the Game Gear. GoldenEye on N64. Would love to have that again. And Star Fox on the N64.
Yeah.
Star Fox. Those are my 5 retro games that I'd have. That I'd want. Absolutely.
See, I used to like Banjo and Kazooie on Nintendo 64.
Demon says, for me, Sonic the Hedgehog, Super Mario Bros, Halo, Crash Bandicoot, and Mortal Kombat. However, selfishly, all the games at number 1, so there isn't a top 5. Yeah, that's Demon's top. That's Demon's 5 games. That was Demon's question for top 5 for games. Doesn't have to be top 5, but it's there. No need for remakes. No need for remakes on any Resident Evil games. I 100% agree with that. I do. I know that people. I know that as much as I like Resident Evil 2 remake, I enjoyed playing that. I feel that it didn't need to be remade. I just think, just remaster them and just see how it goes, and just basically roll with it. Just roll with that.
Yeah. Steve said, what old series needs a modern sequel like Streets of Rage 4? So I still think Dino Crisis needs a sequel.
Ooh.
And Silent Hill needs another sequel.
Definitely.
Some of the old
yeah.
games that we haven't seen for a long time need a sequel. Bring it back.
I'd love to have Dino Crisis. I definitely would like Dino Crisis. It went. Now I'm thinking it. Now you've said Dino Crisis. I really want Dino Crisis.
See, I used to like Turok. Do you remember Turok?
Anyone else see the smoke coming out of Chris's head? Yes, lots of it.
Yeah.
Lots of steam. Lots of smoke. Definitely. Okay, Steve's got another question. What old series needs a modern sequel like Streets of Rage 4? So
Just ask that question, Moby.
have we? What did you say? What did you say?
I said Dino Crisis.
Right, so I haven't answered that yet. So okay.
Catch up.
So Dino Crisis. So you only have to answer one.
Okay then.
Uh,
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know because trying to think what game. I don't know. It's like I said. I think Turok did have a sequel, but I don't think it was that good. But I used to like Turok. Turok was a really good game. What would you say?
What would I say as a modern sequel?
As a sequel.
As a modern sequel from from an old series. I'd like freaking hell.
Stop looking at your games.
I'm like, Crash Bandicoot, even though it's already there. I would probably Dead Space. Probably Dead Space. They need to bring another Dead Space sequel.
What did they do? Even though
3 was, I feel like was a weak game in that franchise.
Yeah.
I feel like Dead Space 3 was a weak game compared to like Dead Space 2 and 1. Dead Space 3 was weak. It was very weak.
Yeah.
If they brought a sequel to Dead Space 3 right now, I feel like that would be really cool. I think that would be really good.
The thing is though, they'll probably not do that now because obviously that Callisto Protocol that's coming.
Yeah.
That's kind of.
But it's not just that. It's the remaster that they're bringing out as well of Dead Space next year.
Golden Axe.
Which I would definitely be getting and playing. And
Golden Axe would be a really good.
Ooh, yeah.
Modern day sequel.
Definitely, absolutely.
What? Would you keep it same? Would you keep it same, Steve? Like platform, like that kind of thing? Because you don't really want to change Golden Axe in any way as in platform, because that's what it was. Same as Streets of Rage. Just make it more modern and better graphics and that, but not change the dynamics of the game. Streets of Rage was a great game. I used to like it. Is it Ajax? Ajax that Street of Rage with the baseball cap on.
Yes, I believe so.
I think it's Ajax, wasn't it? Yeah. What classic couch co-op game would you want to be released with full online multiplayer?
Classic couch co-op game. Ooh. See, all these questions are really good. You guys are throwing in some banging questions right here.
Couch
like
co-op
what
game,
classic classic couch game? Couch? Is it couch?
Couch co-op.
Couch co-op game would you want to be re-released with full online multiplayer?
See, only the couch games that we used to play, it never used to be co-op. It used to be battling each other, either FIFA, Mortal Kombat, Streets Fighter. I mean, stuff like that. It never used to be. I can't remember ever playing co-op games.
Okay, Tekken 1 re-release. Tekken 1, maybe Tekken 2. I think Tekken 2's. What would you rate more, Tekken 2 or Tekken 1? In terms.
Oh man, I'd probably say Tekken 2 to be honest.
Then Tekken 2 then. 100% Tekken 2.
Tekken 1 was good, man, but
Tekken 1, yeah. Tekken 1 set the boundaries up. Tekken 2 just went beyond the boundaries and just made it its own, and that was brilliant. And
you mentioned that Sharon before, about your sister.
And then there's Tekken 3 as well. Tekken 3 brought in new characters back then. That'd be.
See, Dowd is into like his Soul Calibers. I'm not in.
Yeah.
I used to like fighting games, but it used to be mainly
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter for me. There never used to be any like other.
Dowdy's very much into his Soul Calibur games and stuff like that. Like 100%.
New Golden Axe, yeah, same type of game, but just make it prettier. Then, yeah, definitely, yeah,
100%.
Yeah, Golden Axe would be a sick game, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
See,
yeah,
to be honest,
Golden
though,
Axe would,
I used to like Altered Beast. I think Altered Beast is a really good game.
Yeah, that is still a very good game. That, to be honest with you, it's still a very, very good game.
To be honest, I used to like Echo the Dolphin on Mega Drive. I don't know what it was about it. It just used to be a really good game. It was hard. It was an hard game, but it was a good game.
Like I think people have said that Heart of Darkness is a very hard game. Like I can only distinctly remember playing a bit of Heart of Darkness and haven't played it through. That's why I've got the game and I wanted to play through it on stream just to see how I compare like myself to when I played it back then to what I would play it now.
Yeah.
So that'd be something.
Yeah, Altered Beast was a good game. I agree, mate.
Love Altered Beasts. My mom got hooked on that game. Like my dad got hooked on Crash Bandicoot: The Wrath of Cortex on PlayStation 2. Yeah, he got hooked on that one.
On PGA Tour.
PGA Tour.
I never saw my Mega Drive again then.
You never ever saw your Mega Drive again after that.
Crazy, mate. I can remember when I used to have that Mega Drive as well. I used to have Simpsons wallpaper.
Got any other questions? All right, I'm gonna ask a question. I'm gonna ask one of my own questions. So, okay, so if you could collab with someone apart from me and people that you have collabed with in the past streams, likes of with Mally or Julio or something like that, who would you collab with and why?
What, a famous streamer or just a
anyone,
streamer?
just anyone in general. Anyone in general.
So now you can't ask me that question because I feel sorry for anybody that I don't say.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be just one person. It doesn't have to be just one person. It can be as many people as you want.
So if we was going to do like a co-op collab game, what, like as in a gaming experience,
as in like
collab?
As in like collab, as in like games in terms of like say multiplayer games and stuff.
Okay, probably for horror games, I'd probably say Sharon, Get Guggen, and Zombie, because obviously they're more like horror games, and obviously they can show me what to do. Like same with Dead by Daylight, I played that before.
Yeah.
For probably old classic games, I'd probably go Steve because obviously he knows his classic games like Backwards Andy. He knows everything to do with that. I'm not trying to think. Nitro, I'd like to play some Doom games with him. He loves his Doom.
There needs to be a multiplayer game, multiplayer Doom game. There needs to be,
like I said, I would love to get GoldenEye 4-player set up on stream so we can play that. But it's gonna be that's gonna be impossible because I don't know if you can do that on stream. That would be something that I would like to do. But I don't know. But like, same with Plunger though. Yeah, I mean, he's into his retro games. But I'd want to play like a retro game with him, not something new, because his main channel is retro. So yeah,
But Plunger does play likes of Halo Infinite on Supers when Super does his Halo Nights and all that stuff. I think that's I think that's what you call it. Plunger, isn't it? Halo Night.
Olio says it can be done.
Yeah, it could. Exactly, it could be done.
Yeah, mate, definitely need to get that GoldenEye set up.
Yeah.
Because I think each different streamer that we have has got their own style of gaming. So I'd play with a different number of streamers because they've all got their different style, and it also opens it up for me to play new games as well that I've never played.
Definitely.
So.
I think for me, I've already played games with Guggen. I played games with most of the friends in chat. I've played Phasmo with Steve, Andy, Julio, Mally. If I had to pick either someone or a few people that I have not played like any co-op games with, I'd have to say Drakuzad for one, because I would get up in the morning at around 7 a.m. and he'll be playing like let's say he'll play like V Rising or play Apex Legends or whatever, like. Yeah. And he would always have like, I don't like using the term smaller streamers, because I feel that streamers in general we're treated as equals in that way. It's basically he basically like he wants to help streamers like be known and be like be involved. He's that kind of like streamer, that like VTuber streamer that brings a lot of like streamers that aren't very known brought up and grow together, like what we want to do with like in terms of like.
Does he also play Sea of Thieves?
He does play Sea of Thieves. He plays Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
Yeah, he plays Sea of Thieves. I think there's two others, Azoa and Garden Zebra I'd want to collab with as well. There are others too. Like those three in general. Because we've already like I love watching their streams, like when I've got nothing going on, when I've got nothing planned or whatever, I'd like when they're on I'd watch them. Drakuzad in the mornings is like that jolly neighbor that likes to sing in the like very early in the mornings, and when you hear it and you wake up, it's like, yes, it's gonna be a great day. It's gonna be a fantastic day. And it's like that Friends episode when Joey wakes up and there's his neighbor through the window. It's like, yeah, just
every time I'm at work.
That to me, when I watch Drakuzad, is exactly the moment where I just wake up and like, I can hear it. I can hear it. Like it's I love watching his content. I do love watching his content.
For me, I try and watch as many people as I can, but
I do as well.
When I'm at work, because I'm driving, it's hard to watch. So what I'll do,
well, of course, it's dangerous.
Steve's on every morning anyway, so I'll put the phone on and I'll just listen to obviously talking about games and stuff like that.
That's what I do as well. That's why
it's just easier. I don't have to watch it. I can just listen to it. It's better than listening to radio most of the time, to be honest.
Yeah.
So then obviously when I get home, I get a bit of chance.
Radio's overrated. Radio's overrated. We would just listen to streams, me and Jack.
Yeah, I do. It's like a podcast.
But yeah. For me, Drakuzad, Garden Zebra, and Azoa. Those are the only three that I can think of at this moment. Those are the only three that I can think of at the moment. Because I've already played games with like Guggen and with Cheese Ghosty and Sharam and Stee and Holly, Squidge, Cold, Julio, Mally, UK Andy Gamer, PBR's another one actually. PBR is someone that I'd like to collab with as well. So yeah, those four. PBR, Drakuzad, Garden Zebra, and Azoa. Those four.
Good.
100%. I've already played Nitro as well, so I can't say Nitro. Sorry, Nitro. Or mostly Wolf or TDQ. I played games with them as well. So it's four people that those are the only four people that I haven't collabed with yet. So that's definitely on the list. 100%.
Yeah, I think they need to bring more co-op games out.
Yes,
like 4-player co-op games.
Oh,
because you've only got like Dead by Daylight and some other games. That's really, and you get two co-op games, but they need to do more, because I think people play them more than.
Oh, I've just thought of another one as well. Shaky Jakey B. Shaky Jakey B. And Jelly. Yeah, and Jelly too. There you go. There you go. 6. There you go. 6 people. Don't forget about me.
Talking about collabs. Yeah, we are, Jim, talking about collabs.
Yeah, there's so many. Just Andy as well. Just Andy. There's so many coming.
But we played just Andy before,
weren't we? Yeah. There you go.
We played with him on Sea of Thieves.
Just Andy 89, Shaky Jakey B, Drakuzad, Zebra, Azoa, Jelly, and PBR. Zebra. Garden Zebra.
You guys are welcome over here for International Book Club.
International.
I love a good
We love a good book. We love a good book. See, I've got a book.
Pictures.
See, I've got a book here already. I've got a book here too. I'm already reading the instructions.
My favourite books are them with pictures.
I bet it is.
and the ones that you can flip up and down. Not that type of book, Chaz.
You're the one that said it, not me.
No, I like the pop-up books where you move stuff and like. Can you remember them like? There's like
those the pop-up books, yeah,
and like a dinosaur popped out.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Oh no, yeah, definitely.
What other questions you got then?
Oh, what other questions have I got? Okay, so and you got questions?
I have.
Have you got them? Have you got
on my phone? You might as well ask them. You might as well ask them right now.
We're supposed to be organised, mate. We're supposed to be organised.
You are
right. Okay.
You are the organised.
I've only got 5, so I'm just gonna read out some of them. Okay,
five's
so
enough.
what would you bring into your setup that would bring something different to your streams?
I'd say a guitar, but I can't play guitar. So.
learn.
Yeah.
See, you can go www.ultimateguitars.com and search for tabs. You know.
I don't know. Ideally, I would like to do some VR.
Ooh, interesting.
Streams. Because I've got enough space in this room to do it. I mean, I can just move a few things. I think ideally, either bring a VR setup in a decent one.
In Sophie's indoor closet.
It was Sophie's indoor closet. It's not anymore.
It's not anymore.
It started off as wardrobe. There was wardrobes in here, and slowly, bit by bit, one wardrobe came out, another wardrobe came out. Literally, the only thing that in here is the side table with obviously a bit of Sophie's clothes in, and then a wash basket. That's it.
Yeah.
Everything else I've got rid of.
It's like the opposite effect of that Lee Evans joke where he says about a couple's like wardrobe, like all of her stuff is squishing all your stuff in the wardrobe.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then she ends up throwing all yours out.
Yeah.
It's like the opposite effect of what yours is like.
I have got a green screen, Jim, but I used to use it for the PS4. I don't know how effective it will be in here because it's only like it's not a stand one, it's more like a fabric one. So yeah, I've got a green screen.
Yes.
But I think I would like to get a VR setup, to be honest. VR or a racing setup, maybe.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it'd probably be more VR because that's more my style. So I'd like to play some horror games of VR.
You can name. It's like I could probably name about 2 or 3 things that I could probably want to bring. That I would want to bring in, but I probably wouldn't. VR, like what you were saying, VR definitely. Even though I would have to move a lot of stuff around here to work it.
Ideally, all you'd have to do is just readjust your camera for when you stream VR.
Yeah. Hello, I see you, Voltage. Welcome on in, mate. Welcome on in.
My camera's not normally set up like this. It's normally set up on top of my other monitor, so this is only for podcasts.
Yeah.
But if I was going to do VR, this is how it'd be set up, so it'd be facing this way.
What else? I would want to try and like get a model, like a VTube model.
I was wondering where he's going with that then.
Like
model.
not what you're thinking.
Can't do them streams on
like,
Twitch.
No, mate. Get your mind out the gutter, mate. Get your mind out the gutter. Like, you know, like when like VTubers have their own like model that that either someone's made or they've had the they've had that idea of their own that they have like on the side of the screen, and it's like motion centered their like movement. That's kind of something that I would bring something different to the stream. But I probably wouldn't, but it would be nice to have that kind of like something different, something fresh into it. So that would be that. Third one, I've already said VR. I've already said VTuber model. Like on the side of
What
the
do you mean?
screen or whatever.
What do you mean by VTuber model?
Because VTubers have their own like model. VTubers have their own model on the side of their screen, which kind of like captures. Hang on a sec.
Yeah, I think he means like Drakazard and that. Let's all talk about him. Let's listen. I'm making my own PN-tuber VTuber without tracking. Okay, yeah. I want to try Phasmo in VR. Yeah, I'd like to try Phasmo in VR. There's a few games I would like to try in VR, to be honest. If I was going to do VR, it'd have to be horror games, definitely.
Yeah. Oh, my dad was shouting at me saying, "When are you taking the dog out? When are you taking the dog?" Like,
when I finished.
When I finished here. Yeah, I think I named about 2. So VR, VTuber model, and stuff like that.
What do you create them, or does somebody create them for you?
You kind of like, I think you kind of like create it, like you have like a rough description on what you want, and then kind of like you I think you like find, I don't know if you find someone on Fiverr. I don't know the like actual procedure in it, but I think it's something like you have a rough sketch or rough model of what you want as your model on the side of your screen, like a VTuber model or whatever. And go away and find someone that could design it for you. And like bring it over or whatever. And
I think what would be good as well.
And basically that'd be your model. But
if we did a
that'd be
VR,
interesting.
If we both had VR and we did a VR co-op game type of thing, that'd be funny. I have seen some before, but I can't remember what game it was where there's like these kids in a bar and that, and like chucking beers all over each other.
Yeah.
I can't remember what game it is.
So Flagshipson said, "I'm making my own PGN VTuber without the tracking model in the software sense, not the advertising sense." So Flagshipson is making his model for his streams and stuff.
Thank you, Voltage.
I want to follow Sergeant Breakneck too. Yeah, you can. It's up. His Twitch TV is up there below his screen, below his webcam.
Thank you very much.
And I do still have Jack. I still have Jack's like notice when it comes up on the in the chat where you can link to his YouTube not YouTube, Twitch account. But yeah, please go and follow the man up on the man up here.
I'm above you, Anna.
Yeah, you're up there. You are up there.
Hey, Chaz.
Hi. You're right.
Hi.
What's the weather like up there?
Yeah, it's okay. I've run out of my drink, mate. I'm quite thirsty.
There you go. Julio's put it in the chat.
Oh, cheers, Julio. Thank you.
Thank you a lot. Thanks a lot, Julio. I was thinking, did I put it on? I did put it on, but it's on like what time?
It's on a time. I think it's on a timer. 30 minutes.
15 minutes minimum messages 30. I'll have to readjust that. For next time. But yeah. So those are the only 2 things that I've got. I've got another one here actually. Do you feel that streaming has changed you in terms of making it easier to talk to people and be like more outgoing? Like in terms of like in terms of at one point you're kind of like enclosed in like a bubble or whatever. Do you feel like streaming has kind of like opened you up a bit and has kind of like introduced you to more to like new things?
On streaming, yeah. I feel more confident to talk to people on streaming and obviously talk to the viewers. But in real life, no, because I don't tend to talk to much people out of that bit. This
is what I mean, in terms of like streaming, like when you're streaming and someone comes into the chat and you're kind of like
100%. I don't think it's changed me in the real world because when I work on myself anyway.
Game of follow. Thank you so much, Voltage. Thanks so much, mate.
Thank you. So yeah, obviously in streaming terms, it has, but obviously in the real world, I still. If somebody will come up talk to me while I'm on a job, though, I'll talk to them. But when it's
mind you, you did get to meet Past the Plunger.
Oh yeah,
that's It's like for me, I would say it has made me easier to talk to people, and in terms of like outgoing, when we went to the gaming market and stuff like that, and Plunger spotted me like when I was looking at like console stuff, like he just tapped me on the shoulder and spoke to me. I was like, oh, hello. And it's like I feel like streaming has kind of changed me as a person. Like it's made me more like easier to talk to like people, to people, and to basically, and yeah, okay, be more out. I would say be more outgoing. Definitely, because like in the gaming market, I would never. If I just went to a gaming market when I didn't even stream, I'd be very like secluded. I'd be very like in my own bubble in a way. But
it could get overwhelming there,
and it can, and yeah, it can get overwhelming. But like when we was inside for 45 minutes, mate, I had enough. I was like, hey, I need to get out of here. You had to literally fight to get to a stall because it was like 6 deep trying to get in. Yeah, definitely.
And it just kept getting hotter and hotter.
Because there was a lot.
Got what I needed to do.
There definitely was a lot of people in there. There was definitely a lot of people in there. But it hasn't changed. It hasn't changed. Us not going to another one because we'd definitely be down. We'd definitely be down of going to another one. Definitely. It's not out the question. I wish I went in that gaming market to get one of these shirts because I know Plunger got one of them shirts in the gaming market, and I was like, oh my god, where did you get that from? Where can I get it? But yeah, I do feel that streaming has changed my like preference, changed my like persona, or if you like, or changed my personality in talking to people and being more outgoing. I feel like it has done.
Good. So, yeah, well, as you're talking about shirts, then I was looking into getting a few shirts for. So when I stream a certain game, I was going to wear a shirt that corresponded to it. So for Metal Gear Solid, I was going to wear like a Diamond's Dog t-shirt and for a Prince of Persia and stuff like that. But I'm just trying to find a supplier where I can get them.
They do have a Dino Crisis t-shirt in this format.
No, not Dino Crisis. Diamond Dogs.
Diamond Dogs. Okay.
It's a company in Metal Gear.
I see.
Regiment.
Yeah.
Just something that relates to that stream. Same as obviously with the Batman stream. I do wear the mask sometimes, but I'm going to put that as a redeem now because that mask gets so overwhelming in this room. And I mean, when I take that mask off, my head is literally sweating.
Yeah. I think I got one. I think I have one more. Was there Was there a particular game that you played that you thought, wow, this is awesome? If so, what was that game and why?
What's happened here?
What's up?
It says the browser's encountered an error.
Oh, is it? Hang on a minute. Let me just bring it back. Let me bring it back here. Hang on. You might have to drop in and you might have to back out and come back in again. Hold on a sec. Yeah, drop. Yeah, and come back in again. I think it's only. No, we've lost Jack for a bit. He'll come back.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I
don't know what's happened, mate. It just went all weird.
Went all dark in here.
I'm still here, and we'll keep on talking. So go on, that's your.
So, do you want to try and get back in? Yeah.
You can carry on talking, bro. That's fine.
No, we're using VOD Ninja. Steve. We could use
VOD Ninja.
We could use well, we tried using Discord video. But it was just terrible for it. It was just terrible for it. While Jack is trying to get back in to the VOD Ninja, if you could have any, so we got a question here. Well, actually, I haven't answered my own question yet. Was there a particular? Well, I think my particular game that I was saying wow was Dead Space 1 because of the suspense and the thrill of the horror side of things and the atmosphere and like kind of like the atmosphere. I feel like that was something. Do you want me to send you the link again?
It's fine, mate. I think it's Discord that's playing up for some reason. I'll get back in. Hold on, mate. I'm just typing it in now.
Right,
I'm just typing it in. Hold on.
Just typing it in. So, so Nitro number 9 says, if you could have any musical artist or band work on a game soundtrack, who would be the musical artist band, and what is the game?
It'd probably be Slipknot for me, definitely. See, there's a game just come out. Well, it's been out a while. I can't remember what game it is. I downloaded it, and you can get Slipknot skins on it and their music and that. My job, create a room.
No,
Room.
just,
what was it? What was the room called?
It was.
I can't get into Discord, mate. Discord's gone blank for some reason.
So, hold on. So let me get it up. It is. Let me have a look. It is. Oh, that's not it.
I think was it Bearded Duo?
Yeah, it's Bearded Duo, capital B and capital D, and password is Bearded01.
Yeah, that's fine, mate.
But yeah. See, it's been working fine for the past 2.5 hours, and it's now caused a little bit of a issue. But I would have to say, for me would be Yellow Card. I would say Yellow Card for me, because I'm a huge fan of Yellow Card, the band. They're not together no more, but they've not gone their separate. They've not gone off in bad terms. It's just basically they just basically like thought, okay, we want to carry on with different projects and just basically go into something like that. But right, and the game would be
I got it, yeah.
The game would be what would be the game? I would say I would have to say probably Crash Bandicoot. That's what I'd say. Are you alright there, mate? You having issues?
I've always got issues, mate. I'm just I'm coming in now, mate. Hold on. I'm just selecting my source. Right, so I've got that one there. Come on, get in. Right.
Thank you.
There we go. There we go.
I think I might have to I'm
back in anyway. I'm back in the room.
I might have to copy the source again. Hang on. Let me get back into it.
And you're back in the room. You can see me on VOD Ninja now, though, can't you?
Yeah, I can see it. There you go. You're back. There you go.
There we go.
We got you. We got you back.
I don't know what happened, mate. It just cut off for some reason.
So mine was Yellow Card and Crash Bandicoot for my little DB. We of course we're gonna have little problems like this, but we're just basically this is why this is a pilot. This is the pilot episode. We're just basically like testing the waters, seeing what's happened, and we can like try and improve on it on the next podcast that we do. But yeah. Mali's put in a very nice quote saying, hold on, let me get it up.
Hey!
Thank you very much, Mali. That'll be the 44th quote. The 44th quote.
But Nitro's question was musical artist band working
game.
Yeah. So can you remember...
so you had Slipknot, and what game
can you remember the game that Jack Black did? What was it called now? That was... He did a game. And it had Jack Black as the main character, and he had like a decent soundtrack in that as well.
Bloody hell!
What was his name? No, and he used to, like he went into hell and fought like demons and everything else. I can't remember the game it was.
Isn't that Pick of Destiny or something? Like
no, that's
the movie, isn't it? That's the film.
But there's also a game with Jack Black, and I can't remember the name of it.
I can't
I'll have to
remember.
try and
I can't remember a
find
game
it.
with blackjack, like blackjack, Jack Black
Jack
in it. Blackjack.
I'll tell you what it is, mate. It is called
Oh, is that what it's
Brutal
called?
Legend. That's it.
Brutal, yeah.
Brutal Legend.
Is that
yeah.
what it's called? Ah,
Yeah, it's a good
Nice.
game, mate. To be honest, it's not too bad.
yeah.
It's got him like voicing it and everything, but
Mm.
yeah, it is good. That's the one.
That's the
yeah,
one.
that's the one. Brutal
So-
Legend.
So I've said Yellow Card and Crash Bandicoot. You said Slipknot and Brutal Legend.
Something like that, yeah.
So what are the?
But you can co-op like ever that as a co-op game, so you can be any one of the band members, but like in a 4 co-op game in a way.
Yeah.
And each one's got their own powers. So like Corey Taylor's got like he's got like a scream where he could like destroy enemies and stuff like that, and Jim Root smashes on his bass and stuff like that. Just something good like that.
Yeah. So Flagship said for me to answer the question, Sleeper and something violent with boss fights. That
Yeah.
Mm.
Like
Definitely.
like a Streets of Rage type of game.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But the thing is, my last question is already been answered because I think Steve said it in the chat. He said a particular question, but mine's saying remastered, whereas he said remake. So should I read the question out?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Just to read it.
Yeah, read it out. All right. Well, maybe even something like Metal Gear Rising. Metal Gear Rising, I've seen Mostly Wolf play that, and it looks ace. It looks brilliant. I can't wait for you to play it. If you could remaster a game from past consoles, what game would you bring back and why? So remastered this time around, not remake. So we've said our remake, so remastered this one.
I still put my. I would still say GoldenEye, mate. I want a GoldenEye remastered game.
Yeah.
Definitely, 100%.
Well,
Just not the main game.
Would you
the
really want to
multiplayer.
remake it?
Actually, no. Sorry. What I would like would be the Mission Impossible game, the first one.
Ooh.
I'd like that to be remastered because that was a really good game.
Okay, that's very good. That is very, very good.
And the thing about the Mission Impossible games, it was good because you could change the faces of your characters and that was quite a good game, to be honest.
100%.
And they haven't done no Mission Impossible games for a long time.
Absolutely.
Battlefield 3, yeah. Bad Company, I'd like Bad Company to be remastered, definitely, because that was a really good game. Metal Gear Rising, I haven't played Metal Gear Rising, but the soundtrack on that's supposed to be really, really good.
Oh, so when Mostly Wolf was playing it Wednesday, I couldn't believe my ears when I was listening to the soundtrack.
The boss fights on that look good. See, I've only watched a little bit of that because I didn't want to spoil it for myself.
Yeah,
I think we've
fine.
covered most of the questions, mate, because when I'm looking at my list now, the questions that we have asked and and obviously the viewers asked is like literally on my list. I think. How do you get stream? Yeah, what's the best thing about?
So what
I think we covered them, really.
So what remastered game I would bring back?
Bad Company's a good game, flagship, really good.
Remastered, I'd bring back. I'd bring back Croc, Legend of Gobos. I'd bring that back as a remaster, not as a remake, but as a remaster. Like the modern tech nowadays, like Croc. Even though Croc on the original hardware on the PlayStation 1 is absolutely fantastic. Imagine that game being remastered on PlayStation 5 and like Xbox Series S or X or whatever, and that being like on that game being on there, it will look absolutely brilliant. It will look fantastic.
I was a big fan of. I'm not. I mean, I do like Zelda games, and I'm not a massive player of the Zelda games, and I've tried them before. But I think a remaster of Zelda, or even just a new game of Zelda, would be good. Because when's the last time they brought a Zelda game out?
I can't believe we forgot about Zelda.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time they brought one out.
I can't believe we forgot about Zelda. Like the Zelda games were like back in them days were really good. Like even like Breath of the Wild and like nowadays looks really cool. Looks really good.
But even if they just did a remake of Zelda and made it a bit more I don't know, like a bit more gritty in a way,
Yeah.
but still the same
Mm,
dynamics of the game. Nothing
100%.
changes in the stories and stuff, but
absolutely.
it's just developers really, isn't it? Whatever they want
Yeah.
to.
Like develop like we were speaking about it earlier about like remakes and stuff like that, like developers making remakes of Resident Evil 4 and stuff like that. When I don't feel like Sharon said it in chat earlier, I don't think the Resident Evil games need to be remade. I think they just need to be remastered in a sense, because why would you want to remake Resident Evil 2 when it's such an iconic PlayStation 1 game? Why would you want to do that? Like, you just remaster it and just leave the original like story in there and just basically go in. Zelda Link Awakening had a remake for the Switch. Ah, yes. It did. I still need to play that. I want to get to playing Zelda games because I feel like that.
I think,
yeah.
Alone in the Dark would probably be a good game to remaster, but I can't remember which one it is. It's the one where you start off outside. Start off outside the big house, and then you have to work through the garden and there's like a cave and stuff. I think it's number which Alone in the Dark it is, but that'd be a good game to remaster.
Yeah, Alone in the Dark. I remember my friend who lives up the road from where I live, and his dad had Alone in the Dark on the PlayStation 1, and he would play that. He would have like a spare like 2 hours or something like that, and he would play that. And me and my mate would watch him play it and be amazed by how good the game is, and how it like functions, and how it's really eerie as well. It is really eerie.
I'm gonna try and find which Alone in the Dark it is, but I can't remember which one it is I played. I think it's the only Alone in the Dark I played.
So, Link's Awakening. I want to start playing some Zelda games in spare time. I don't know if I'll play it on stream, but I would definitely want to try Zelda. I would definitely want to try Zelda games.
I feel like it might have been number 1. I think it was Alone in the Dark 1.
Yeah.
Because you're in like and you start off in a garden and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And there's a clown chasing you. I think that's quite a good game.
Like, mind you, with Silent Hill 1, you start off in a diner. You do start off in a diner in Silent Hill 1.
Parasite Eve. I think I've heard that game before. Parasite Eve.
I thought that was a song.
I'm not quite sure. Yeah.
I thought that was a song from Bring Me Horizon.
I know they did a few different Alone in the Darks, but yeah, I think it's Alone in the Dark one. If they remade that, that'd be good.
Yeah, absolutely. Like,
I think I can't remember if you had like an elf bound. I think if you just got caught and killed, that was it. You're dead. You have to start again.
I changed my choice. Star Wars Pod Racer.
Ooh.
Star Wars Pod Racer. It's like that meme. It's working. It's working.
Yeah.
If anyone else has any questions that they'd like us to answer, please pop it in chat, and we'll answer it as best as we can. But yeah, in terms of like games that we're playing right now, like in like Horizon Zero Dawn, I know you're playing Horizon Zero Dawn. I know you're playing Batman. I know you're playing Batman. And I love that, and I do love that you're playing Batman, because I feel like the Batman Arkham games are fucking masterpieces in their own way. I still feel that Arkham Asylum is the best one out of City, Origin, and Night, and others that I might have failed to mention. But what you're playing? Say, how are you finding Batman Arkham? How did you find Batman Arkham Asylum? How did you find that? Did you find that
I enjoy Arkham
really
Asylum because it's like quite a small map and everything's there in a way. Arkham City is quite a bigger area in a way, so it's a lot more. Like I said, when I'm streaming these games, I'm not gonna do loads of side missions, and I want to just do the main story and like the main campaign. And same as Horizon Zero Dawn, I'm gonna just do the main campaign because I could spend hours on it doing all the side missions and that, but it's just the main story I want to really do. I'll finish Horizon Zero Dawn, then move on to Forbidden West.
That exactly. If like,
But then
if,
I'm finding stuff to that. But like I said, with the retro stuff on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I've got enough games there to keep me going for a long time because
100%.
we've got like another two Metal Gears to go through. We've got 4 Prince of Persias that I'm going to go through. And then after that, I've got a few different games that I could put out there. Really,
see, I can't believe we forgot about Prince of Persia.
Prince of Persia is a really good game, but like I said, I've
Prince
never
of
played
Persia's
all of them. I've only played probably 2 of them.
I feel that Prince of Persia games are very underrated. Very underrated. They're not overrated. They're underrated.
They get better,
in
but
my
I can't
opinion.
remember which one. The last one I played, and I think it might have been. I don't know if it was the Warrior Within. I don't know if that's the last game Prince of Persia game I played.
I did like Sands of Time. I think is that the one you're playing, Sands of Time.
That's what I'm playing now. Yeah, the first one.
There's another Prince of Persia game that was, I think it's like a it was on PS3, I believe, and I distinctly remember playing that. It was like I can't remember what it was called. I think it was just called Prince of Persia or something like that.
Yeah.
But
Is it PS3? Did you say?
PS3, yeah.
Yeah, so you've got 2 on PS3. You've got Prince of Persia: The Forgotten Sands, and then you've got the.
Was you looking to your right, thinking like, yeah, that one?
Well,
that's the one.
that
That is the one. That is the one.
Which is more like
That
a
was the one.
story-driven love story type of thing, and then you've got that one, which is Forgotten Sands,
I've
which I think
not
looks quite
played
good.
that one. I don't think I played that one, but the other one that you showed,
Yeah,
that was the one that I remember playing on the PlayStation 3, and I loved that one. I loved that version. And
see, I used to like Max Payne games, to be honest. Max Payne game used to be really good when they first came out.
Max Payne games are brilliant. Max Payne, like I know Dowdy was playing Max Payne on his PlayStation.
Julio's asked, now you both started collecting PlayStation 1, 2 games. Is there any other consoles you're planning on getting? So yeah, basically, Julio, I think I'm going to start collecting, I don't know if it's going to be Master System, Mega Drive, or move on to the Nintendo side, so SNES, NES. But I think it'll probably be Super Nintendo first.
I still need to get a PlayStation 2. So, when I've got that, it'll probably be N64. Probably the N64, and or like it'll be on the Nintendo side definitely. When I've got PS1, when I've got PS2, it'll be on N64 then, and then through like maybe like the Super Nintendo stuff.
Are you wanting to collect all PlayStations or just certain PlayStations? Are you
I
wanting
would-
to have
I
all
would-
of them?
I
PS1
would-
to 5.
I would say just PS1 and 2, possibly 3, because I've already got PS4, which is sat in the drawer somewhere, like not gathering dust, like being protected by clothes. But maybe 2 and 3, and then go on to like SNES and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
See, I'm not bothered about getting. I'm not
I would-
bothered about getting a 1.
I would
Because
say
I've got PS2 and 3.
I would say first of all, I would say N64 first of all, like when 2 and 3 I've got,
Yeah.
and then probably SNES, something like that. But I'd have to, but I like.
Don't forget to get a converter when you get.
I can make room. Huh? Sorry.
Don't forget to get the converter, the HDMI converter, when you get the 64.
Yeah, I've got that. It just needs.
I'll be able to buy that.
It just needs a SCART. It just needs a SCART one. Needs a SCART connector to go through with it.
Razors asked, "What game are you waiting for that is not released yet?"
That is a good question. That is a very good question.
God of War Ragnarok. I'm still waiting on that, and I will be streaming that, to be honest.
Dead Space remastered for me, but there is the I was gonna mention this at the beginning of the stream. There is a Wolf Among Us 2 coming out this next year.
Okay.
There is a Wolf Among Us 2 coming out next year, and I really want to play that because I played through the Wolf Among Us 1. I love Telltale games, so that would have to be 2 games that I'm looking forward to that are not released yet, which is The Wolf Among Us 2 and Dead Space Remastered.
Have you done The Walking Dead yet? Telltale Games.
I'm not a big fan of The Walking Dead. Not a big fan of it.
There is a VR version of Walking Dead as well. I think it's Sinners and something like that.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for me this month. Can't wait. Ah, yes, there's a new Ninja Turtles game coming out on the Switch. New Ninja Turtles game.
Nice.
I think Steve's already pre-ordered that, I believe.
Is that 4-player co-op as well?
I don't know.
Oh Jesus! Sorry about that.
Bless you.
No, bless mate.
I felt some snot drops fall on my head.
It was rain.
Oh, was it rain? It's actually
It's
sunny.
raining.
Hallelujah. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is this month. Nice. Yeah. I think Mario Strikers was released as well on the Switch. Because
I saw that. I saw that advertised.
I was watching Sleepy, who I watch, who is another VTuber that I watch, and he was playing Mario Strikers, and I loved the look of Mario Strikers, and I think Super was saying that on his Discord server as well about Mario Strikers, and he's been saying it on his streams about Mario Strikers as well, being great. Release Friday. My copy's still not turned up. Oh Jesus, Mally. Oh no. But yeah, I've seen that, and I'm like, okay, I'm color me intrigued. I'll probably will have a look into that Mario Strikers. But but I'd say
they've got 6-player co-op on Teenage Mutant. Yeah, because you can play as
you can play as all the characters in
You play as all the turtles, and then is it April and what's his name? The guy with the hockey mask on.
What? Oh, Shredder.
No, the hockey mask guy. Oh, I can't remember his name.
Hold on. Are we talking about the same game? Because the only hockey mask game the only hockey mask character I know is Jason Voorhees.
No, he went. I'm sure he went
Casey Jones. Casey Jones.
Yeah, he's got like he wears an hockey mask, but I think he's got an hockey puck as well, and an hockey stick as well.
Ooh.
So you can play as him. That's why it's a 6-player one. Yes, but what says 1 to 3 days on the voice.
Oh jeez. Like, is that Amazon as well? Is that Amazon too? If it's Amazon, then it's not like Amazon to do that.
Amazon.
Usually Amazon are shit out at that. They're usually really good at that. So, if you're talking about co-op games that have not been released yet, to be fair, I don't know. Oh, Shop 2. Oh, yeah.
We should.
Thing is, there's a lot of like. Sorry, what was you saying? Should we? You want to?
No, I was going to say once we've obviously finished this, we should tell people what's upcoming on the podcast as well, because we've got next for the next one.
Yeah, well, I don't think we know what's coming up. To be honest with
you. We're gonna have.
We could show a scene. We could show the scene on the podcast co-op gaming. What we want to bring to it.
Yeah, because we've got we could do games to do.
We could do that.
And
we can do that like when we get into the end of the end of the stream. I can't think of any co-op games that are coming out next year. I can't think of any. We'll have to research that, and we'll let you guys know in the next podcast when we do it. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to throw it in chat, and we'll answer it.
There was a mining game with like these space elves or space gnomes or something.
What?
Yeah, there's a game out now which is a 4-player co-op. I can't remember what it's called. Deep Rock, I think it's called. Deep Rock.
Excuse me.
Deep Rock. Deep Rock. I think it's on PS5.
Word it very well.
Yeah, Deep Rock Galactic. That's it. and that's on PS5, and that's free to download. And that's 4-player co-op where you play these 4-player sci-fi co-op shooter taking place in a generated and 100% destructible caves and extremely hostile alien planet.
All right.
So that might be another one worth.
I'll have to have a look at that.
Yeah, it looks good, mate. It does look alright.
So if no one has any other questions, we can what we'll do is I will show you the scene, the podcast co-op gaming scene where we will play like co-op games that we haven't played ourselves or one of us hasn't played. So say for instance, if I've played Dead by Daylight and and Jack hasn't, we could basically bring Dead by Daylight up and we'll play like an hour of it, and we would either, like, if Jack hasn't played that before, he can share his views on what the game is like and basically stuff like that. But we want to try and keep it to a game that we both haven't played before, and we can just basically share our opinion on, that particular game.
I reckon It Takes Two is going to be a good game.
Yeah, that is the planned game for the next podcast stream where we would play It Takes Two, because I know Jack's got that game, and Jack has said that that there is like a friends pass thing for it, which I wouldn't need to purchase it, but he could, like, Jack could, like, invite me to the game, and that would open up like a window to download it and stuff like that. Divinity Original Sin.
I ain't heard of that one.
Never heard. I've never heard of that one either.
Let's have a look at that one.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely would have to have a look at that.
While Chaz is doing that, I'll have a look at this.
What we'll do is I'm gonna show the ladies and gentlemen the podcast co-op gaming scene. So here we go. This is going to be the scene. This is the scene. Obviously, it's got my Tokyo Revengers like background in there. But this is basically the view that you're gonna have when we're playing a co-op game with each other.
That's fancy.
Huh?
That's fancy.
Oh, thank you. I thought you've already seen it.
I have seen it, mate, but I just
you were thinking, good, oh, wowzers!
I like it.
I like it. So, so this is the view that you guys are gonna see. You're gonna see us play, like, you guys gonna have, like, we can have myself on one side and Jack on the other, and basically you're gonna have the viewing at the bottom of the screen, and you'll see how we get on with the game and stuff. So it'd be, yeah. So I would be very much looking forward to that. I think it's going to be really cool. So yeah, great.
Flagship, Divinity Original Sin. I'm just looking at it now. Is it a co-op game?
I believe it is.
It does look quite good, to be honest.
So I'm gonna go back into this scene. There we go, right there. So
that looks a good game.
Very exciting stuff heading your way in the upcoming weeks. So we don't know what we don't know what the next date for the next podcast. So episode 2. But yeah, there is a silly man on the top left corner. Excuse me.
Yeah, excuse me. I've seen before.
Is it me you're looking for? Yeah. Thank you, Razor. Thanks, mate. Oh, you're my friend, man. But yeah, that's the scene that you're gonna see in upcoming podcast streams. We, like I said, we're probably gonna do the podcast streams like 3 weeks, or 4 weeks or something like that.
Yeah, we'll keep you updated. There'll be an announcement.
But the thing is, we'll always keep you updated on the on anything podcast related in the Discord server. So if I don't know if I've still got it. What I'll do is I will find it via. If I can find it, let me find it. There it is. So I'm gonna put the link in the Discord server in chat.
If I could turn back time.
Well, sadly you can't. So the link is the link to the Discord server is there. If you wanna keep updated with like either my streams or Jack's streams. And please give Jack a massive follow. You will not be disappointed with Jack. He's playing Batman Arkham City, which I really enjoy watching. He's playing Horizon Zero Dawn. He's playing the Metal Gear Solid games. He's playing Prince of Persia as well. What more could you ask for? What more could you possibly ask for? But yeah, I think
the only problem playing with all these different games each day is I forget the controllers every other day, so I'm pressing different buttons.
Yeah.
Especially Metal Gear controls backwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Circles, like it's crazy, honestly. But yeah, it's
like we're backwards compatible, not the consoles in general.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, if there's anything you want to add. Anything you want to add?
No, I just want to say thanks for everybody for popping by and giving us your questions. I really appreciate that. I think it's gone quite well, to be honest. I've really enjoyed it.
I've really enjoyed it. I've really
enjoyed it.
It's
been good, and I hope everybody else has enjoyed it, to be honest. And if you do want to see more of this, just let us know and give us a nice comment in the suggestions or anything else in Discord, and then we can carry it on. You know what I mean?
Yes. Good.
And like I said, we are going to involve other streamers and non-streamers within the podcast in the future as well. 100%. So we're going to get other people and obviously talk to that streamer, non-streamer regarding their experience as well. So it's not just going to be about me and Chris, it's going to be about them as well. So yeah, just
I see you, Draco. I see you there, mate. Just woke up and hopped on the PC. We're just about finishing, mate. We want to get this. This is not like a podcast just for me and Chad. This is what we want this to be, like a community podcast where we get loads of different people on and we get to talk about their experiences, and because everybody's experience is going to be different. And the same again, we could possibly get it where we can have a community game with them as well. Not just me and Charles, but it's just going to be different things. We're testing the waters with it and seeing how it goes. But yeah, like of course, like things have gone very well to an extent to the beginning of this stream, to the beginning of the pilot podcast. Obviously we had that little minor blip with Jack's camera, but we want to like try and improve more onto it. But to be fair, like it's been really good. I really enjoyed it, and the podcast won't be just about our community and stuff like that. It's about other communities that we're all a part of in general, like where if we wanted to bring like a streamer that is part of our community but also has their own community as well, it kind of boosts both of our communities in general. So we want to try and like nail down those nail down that kind of thing into the podcast, and just basically bring a whole bunch of variety of either streamers or non-streamers, like just game lovers in general, really, who enjoy playing games as much as we do, and bigger collectors than we are. We want to hear everyone's side of we want to hear everyone's gaming side of in their like past, present, and future kind of like thing. So that's what we want. That's what we want to flag on.
We're going to be getting people on the stream, like say if they are a streamer, and we're going to get people to know this streamer as well. So if we could have got a streamer that you might not even know, so then you get to know about them, and then obviously at the end of the stream we'll do a shout out as well. So then if you are interested in them, you can give them a follow as well. Yeah, I mean any follow obviously supports them as a streamer, really. So
yeah, exactly.
That's it, really. Yeah,
exactly that. Yes, indeed.
Good. Really? I'm going to go make a nice cup of tea after this because I'm thirsty. I should have been more prepared, like one can of drink, and for the past hour I've been like, for fuck's sake, man! Dry! And next time I'm going to have a lot more.
I don't know if you can hear it.
I can't see it, mate. I can't see the shout out. Oh, it's coming on now, that's it. Oh, it's that one. Oh my god.
It didn't look good on camera.
It does not look good now. Honestly, people, I'm not touching myself. I'm literally trying to slam my button. But yeah, it's not the best.
Please give Sergeant Breakneck a big, massive follow and check him out. You will not be disappointed. You will not be disappointed. Absolutely fantastic.
Wow.
fantastic bloke, fantastic streamer in general.
Thank you.
Absolute brilliant all round. Yeah. Yes, you did see it there. You did see it. I thought it was just for OnlyFans on his OnlyFans page, but apparently he does it a little bit.
That part was so difficult, honestly. My fingers were killing. Can you remember Track and Field, the game?
Oh yeah.
And you used your fingers as a kid there. I used to use a pen to go over like X and circle, but it's even them games are so hard.
That's absolutely brilliant. But yeah, I think that concludes the podcast. It
does.
So guys, honestly, you've come in your numbers today, and it's been absolutely overwhelming to us. We can't thank you enough. It's been such an absolute amazing stream. But guys, from us, thank you so much for your. There you go.
Yourself a pat on the back. No, but it is. I appreciate everybody popping by and taking the time to watch the stream.
Yeah.
We do really appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I know everybody's got busy schedules and everything else, but yeah, we've been looking forward to this for a while, and I'm glad it's been a kind of success, to be honest. I'm not saying a success, but it has been. I think it's gone quite well, to be honest, and it's been nice to interact with you guys as well.
I'm glad that we've got this like pilot episode out in the open, and we wanted to do this for quite a while now. We've been talking back and forth on our Discord server. You have been pestering me. Yes, you were pestering me, going, "We need to make this happen. I'm ready. We're just waiting on you. We're just waiting on you. Shake on it. We're gonna do it right there and then."
I need the monitor.
I need my monitors back. You know this.
I just think I need to go and get my haircut first.
Does it look like I've had my haircut?
No, I need my haircut in minute, to be honest.
It does not look like I've had my haircut. So yeah. So I've had complications with my monitor and stuff like that being on the fritz, but now it's all back to normal, and I've got it all back. It's all good now. It's all kosher. I've got all my setup and stuff. I've got my bookshelves and everything like that. Not in my wardrobe. So yeah, all we can say is thank you so much for today. We really appreciated every single one of you guys today. It's been absolutely fantastic. Thank you for your questions as well. And I think that's it.
Everybody have a good evening. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you guys really soon.
Yeah,
well, you see me tomorrow anyway. You're streaming later as well, aren't you?
Are we gonna raid into someone? That's the question. But I am streaming. I am streaming later on tonight. I'm streaming Resident Evil 2 later on tonight about 8 o'clock. Nice. About 8 o'clock, half eight, something like that. From then till probably 1 a.m.
I think you definitely should raid into something, because it's
we'll definitely raid into someone. Yeah. We'll have a look. We'll have a look and see who we can raid into. Blue Double D. Like share the love into someone.
Share love. There's not many people online.
Well, it is a weekend. It's like Johnny Fun's playing.
True.
Like Johnny Fun's playing some Mario Kart 8. We could raid someone new.
Yeah.
We could raid
Cold
someone.
Knight's
We could raid someone new.
well.
Or we could raid Cold Night Chaos. We could raid into Slammer. Welsh Karen's playing some Banjo. Actually, you know what? Welsh Karen. We're gonna go into Welsh Karen. She's playing Banjo Kazooie. So we don't have a raid message. All we can basically do is like if I don't know if I can find Jax. I'm gonna have to find we'll do that. Right. So hang on. This will be the raid message. Right. Hold on a sec. Yeah, I am. Hold on. I'm on it. I am on it. There you go. Bearded Duo Raider. There we go. Raid. There you go. There we go. That's the raid message.
So Sergeant Breakneck, what are you again?
Oh, I'm just thinking. That didn't work anyway, does it?
Yeah, it did. It did. I heard it.
Okay.
So we are going to raid into that Welsh Karen. She is a brilliant variety streamer. Plays a lot of Mario, a lot of Banjo-Kazooie. Plays any kind of like Nintendo games and any games in general. We're gonna go raid into Karen. So let me get this raid on the go. Well, first of all, I've said this already, but I'm gonna reiterate. Please give Sergeant Breakneck a big, massive follow and check him out. See, playing Batman.
Oh, see.
Yep.
I will be playing Batman. Yes, that's correct. On Sunday.
Yep.
And have a good day, guys.
Yep.
And enjoy
So-
the rest of your weekend, and we'll
Hold
see
on.
you very soon.
Hold
And thank you very much.
Hold on, I need to get the raid on the go. Yeah. So, please give Sergeant Breakneck a big, massive follow. He is a star man. He is a star man. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do that. Guys, if you can join in with the raid and show the streamer a massive love, that would be amazing. But like I said, like we reiterated as in the stream, thank you so much for today. We really appreciate it. It's been amazing. Thank you for your questions. Thank you whoever did that. Zebra, thank you so much for that. Thank you. Zebra's getting his own back on me for scaring him last night in his streams. Well, this morning actually. But guys, thank you so much. Yeah, I see you, Zebra. I see you there, man. I see you. I'll get you back in your stream. You know I will. But anyway, we're gonna go into Welsh Karen stream. If you haven't, oh yeah, okay. Hold on a sec. You need to do that.
See you later, Julio. Take care, mate.
There we go. If you haven't got the emotes, then just use the Tomb Raid ones. I've just put it in there in chat. Let's go into ending. Guys, we will see you guys in the next podcast stream. Take care and have a great weekend, everyone. Take care. Goodbye.
Bye. See you later.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.